Football is back. Thank you for joining us from the campus of Lawrence Tech University at Blue Devils Stadium as we kick off the 2021 campaign with your Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech University taking on their foes from right down the road, Madonna, in the I-96 County Line Classic. Thank you for joining us here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. My name is Ryan Slocum. I am joined by Alex Johnson. And Alex, this is a game 2 years in the making. That's the last time these Blue Devils played a game at home.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. Coming in here today, the Blue Devils and the Crusaders were supposed to meet off last year out in Livonia at Churchill High School at the same time last year in August of 2020, but then COVID hit, and then we moved on over to March. And then COVID hit again for both of these teams. And now, getting back here now in a full capacity, full stadium here tonight, the Crusaders and the Blue Devils here tonight at Blue Devils Stadium. It's going to be a fantastic one here tonight. It's going to be a good atmosphere. It's going to be a good football game here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Alex, it's already electric here. The crowd almost filled up already, and we are a few minutes here from kickoff. They have not been able to come to a game here in 2 years. We have 2,000 white shirts for tonight's whiteout. Lawrence Tech will be your home team wearing the away whites today because of today's whiteout. We are about to have the coin toss, but before we get to that, let's throw it down to the third member of our team. Her name is Elizabeth Kuhn, and she is joined by head coach Avant Mitchell.
Coach Avant Mitchell. You're good. Hey guys, I'm here with head coach Avant Mitchell. What can we expect from this team tonight?
A lot of aggression, violent effort. They're going to run around, fly around all night.
This is a rivalry.
Just a few things. Number one, we're 20 minutes away from one another. We recruit the same young men. We're battling for the county line. Conference, so we play this game every single year. Our goal is for it to be week 0 every year.
It's a whiteout. The fans are excited. Yes. What type of show can we expect tonight?
It's going to be fireworks. I mean, like you said, it's a whiteout. Our home fans have never seen us in all white. We got new helmets tonight, and the things we're going to do on the field, our defense is going to be very aggressive. Our special team will be extremely special, and our offense is going to light the scoreboard up. That's the mission.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
I'll tell you what, he said something to Elizabeth that he told us earlier in the week. Play with violent aggression. I like that. That sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be able to play that the full 60 minutes. You want to be able to play like you're a conqueror and is able to go through a lot of the adversity in the last few years. Now you're able to get back here at Blue Devils Stadium with a full crowd behind you. Going to be a recipe for success here tonight for Lawrence Tech.
I'll tell you what. And how excited are you for Coach Mitchell? This guy was hired as the defensive coordinator in July of 2019. He then became the interim head coach at the end of the year, only to be named the head coach of February of 2020. 3 weeks later, the entire world gets shut down. Lawrence Tech did get to play 2 games this spring, but once again, COVID issues and their ice storm hit the field, wiped out most of their season. So this is really the first time he is getting to take over as the Blue Devils head coach. He is so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. He is very excited here tonight, Ryan. And you got to agree with all of what has happened the last year and a half or so, everything being shut down due to COVID and COVID issues, and last year, not really had a whole lot of opportunity to grow and develop as a team due to the shortened season last year, but now getting a chance of a full season this year, had a preseason, had an off season to go through and get these guys ready to go and get ready for this huge rivalry game here tonight.
Yeah, he believes his team can win every single game this season. It will not be easy. The Mid-States Football Association, toughest conference in the entire nation. They come into the season with 5 teams ranked in the preseason poll. They also have a team that is receiving votes. Concordia comes in 6th. We will see them on October 30th. That is Senior Day. Trying to pull that upset there on Senior Day. Also, Marion ranked 9th. Lawrence Tech will go there November 13th. So, a couple of top 10 teams, at least as it plays out today. We'll see if Lawrence Tech can jump into those rankings, and they will receive the ball first. He said they're going to light up the scoreboard, Alex. They'll get a chance right out of the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what the offense can do. See if they can get first blood here. Able to get an opportunity to score first and able to get a good drive. And like I said, everyone's excited here tonight. They're ready for this game to get going. I am.
Absolutely. The first night game in Lawrence Tech history. And Madonna is about to kick it away. Ball is brought in at the 29-yard line. Not much of a return on the short kick. And that is where the Blue Devils will take over for the first drive of the season.
Yeah, John Williams caught that one. Did not have a whole lot of space to work with. But the Crusaders were able to get him down only after a short few yards. And now we're going to see the offense here, Ryan, with their lead quarterback, Tyler Kolka, who's been the man the full seasons here, the 4 years this Lawrence Tech program has had. And he's going to back out and get ready to be excited for this season.
That's right, number 17. You see him there in white, Tyler Kolka. He is the senior, 6'1", 215 from Chippewa Valley High School. He has been the man under center for the past few years now. Had a couple of good games there in the spring, the two that the Blue Devils did play. Threw for 492 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have 3 picks as well in the spring. That's one area of the turnovers that the Blue Devils are definitely going to try to clean up here as they begin the 2021 campaign. Here we go, first down and 10. Blue Devils have the ball at their own 37, and we have a stoppage in play.
Looks like they're ready to go now.
After the referee false start there, we are about to get going. First snap of the season. Kolka hands it off around the left side. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 2. That is Ben Britton. Expect to hear that name a whole lot today, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ryan. Coach Mitchell talked about how Ben Britton looking to show some flashes this year. He's a junior this year. He had 24 rushes for 91 yards last season, as well as 10 receptions for 46 yards and a TD. Looking to grow and develop now in his 3rd year in the blue and white for Lawrence Tech here tonight.
Still out there, standing next to him. Looks like the ball's going to go through the air. No, it is not. Kolka is brought down by number 21, Julius Adams, the freshman from Jackson, Parma Western High School. And it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Kolka did not have enough time to read the defense as Adams able to come in there and bulldoze him down.
Yeah, he sure was. Now this defense here for the Crusaders, all freshmen. And that is something we will talk about a little more in a second. 3rd and 10 now, back on the 37. Kolka hands it off once again around the left side. It is Britton, stutter step. He can only get to the 40. And it's going to be 3 and out for the Blue Devils on their first drive.
Yeah, Britton was kind of hesitant where he wanted to go. Looked like he was trying to go more towards the right, and then he's trying to end towards the out-of-bounds line. But the Crusaders are able to read his mind and able to get him down and forcing the Blue Devils to punt.
So here we go. The first punt of the season will be on the way, and we're getting a quick change here. Back to kick it will be Bryston Hedden. He is a sophomore from Ohio. .29-yard average a year ago, looking to do a little better than that here. This ball is headed toward the sideline, and it gets out of bounds around the 25. That is where the Crusaders will take over for their first drive of the season. And Alex, I said earlier, if you look at the 2-deep roster for these guys, and it is a very young program, but on the 2-deep roster, there are only 3 sophomores for Madonna on the entire thing. They are all on the offensive side of the ball. They're going to be looking for those guys to make some moves here.
Yeah, Ryan, coming into the second season of the program for the Crusaders, they had a difficult time last year trying to grow and develop as a program, but they're able to come in now. Now that they have a season under their belt, getting ready to play their first full season here, they're locked, locked, and ready to go and able to improve here early on.
Luke Fromm in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, slings it out. It is a pickup of about 5, and that is Devontae Garrett who brings it in.
Good decision there by Fromm. Able to take off the play action. Looked like he was going to hand it off to Jalen Crawford, the running back. But he saw Garrett wide open, only for a few yards, but you'll take it.
Luke Fromm, a name that may be familiar to those in Southeast Michigan. Won a state title at De La Salle High School. Here he is on 2nd and 5. Throwing again. Looking to the sideline. Great pass. Great over the shoulder. He gets the feet down. Incredible grab there by Nick Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings went with a make a nice throw, make a nice play. He was in tight coverage there by Chris Brodin, the junior cornerback for the Blue Devils.
The freshman from center line had that Nate Burleson toe drag swag on that one. He gets him down to the 47 where it is 1st and 10. And we have our first run of the day, but the Blue Devils are all over it. That's going to be a loss of 2. It is number 12 bringing them in.
Yeah, Dante Banton, key defensive back for the Blue Devils that Coach Mitchell relies on as well. Made a lot of key plays last season, looking to improve, looking to develop more now as an upperclassman for this young Lawrence Tech program.
Yeah, he had 10 tackles in the 2 games this spring, had a tackle for loss. Now he's got 2. Also a pass breakup there on the D-line. Coach said these guys are going to be a strength of the team. They want to have a party in the backfield, and they just started it. Fromm rolling out. Looks like he might take this one himself. He doesn't have much room. He is brought down after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, it was tripped up by the captain linebacker, Tommy Lappin, as Fromm was scrambling. He had a lot of time in the pocket to decide where he wanted to throw. Decided to keep him for himself. Maybe got a yard or 2 on that, but Lappin able to knock him down for a minimal gain. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Crusaders.
Good closing speed there by Lappin. Great job to shut down that lane that Fromm thought he had. Here we go, 3rd and long. Fromm under pressure again. He is hit, and this pass goes long. Great stand by the Blue Devils D. He was hit by a couple of guys in there, and it'll be Blue Devils taking over now.
Yeah, they really wanted to get a sack there, but you forced Fromm to throw it too far over the head of Garrett. And after the Crusaders had to start off with a good drive, got able to get a 1st down out of it on their first few plays, and now they'll have to bring out the punting unit.
Yep, absolutely, and a great job by them to get to the quarterback, get into that backfield. Like we said, Coach said these guys want to have a party in the backfield. They definitely did on that drive. Great job there to get the ball back. So it's Matthew Ransom back to receive this punt, but it's not going to get to him. And it takes a Blue Devils bounce back to the 40, and that is where Lawrence Tech will take over with great field position, but we do have a flag further back at about the 27-yard line.
That was a short punt by the freshman Darren Francis. He's from Warren, out of Warren Cousino. Not a whole lot on that one, not what he was thinking of, but the Blue Devils will take advantage of it. But let's see what this flag is.
Yeah, the referees aren't too sure yet. It is going to be against Madonna. Looks like Coach Mitchell they've come over to consult him, though. I'll tell you what, this is a great atmosphere, and they're going to play this in the season opener every single year. They have decided, both Coach Herb Habegood from Madonna and Coach Mitchell have decided this is how they want to open the season, with their buddies from 13 miles away. And I'll tell you, it really is electric. This is a beautiful stadium, the skyline of Southfield right over the field, and we got a giant student section over here. All of them are on their feet. This is the way you want to start a season every year. And he says it's just a natural rivalry. They all recruit the same kids. They all know each other. A lot of them played against each other in high school. So, man, this is a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you got everything in the package here, Ryan. You got these schools are less than 15 miles from each other. They were kind of like neighbors if you're sort of away. They all go. They're all near the same they're all the same area. These guys have visited Lawrence Tech and Madonna. And having this rivalry game in week 1 to start off the season is something special, because it gives your team a motivation to get in that win in week 1, because you have that rivalry game coming up. So no time to take a break. You're going to be playing physical football week 1 on to the end of the season.
So after the penalty, Lawrence Tech has decided to make Madonna kick it again. Well, that's a better kick. So it backfired there on Lawrence Tech a little bit. Now, instead of having the ball around the 40, they will take over at their own 15. And that is where Mr. Kolka and the boys will have to go 85 yards from their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, looking to respond after being taken out 3 and out on their first drive. So Kolka and crew will look to get something else going here. 5.5 minutes into this contest.
You know, going back to the rivalry a little bit, it was funny. Coach was telling us earlier this week in our conversation, you don't even say hello to anybody. You don't say thank you to anybody. You respond by beat Madonna. That's how these guys have treated this week. Nice play action pass to the tight end. It's the big fella rumbling all the way down to almost the 35-yard line. That is C.J. Thompson. A huge pickup. And again, Coach said our tight ends are special, and you are going to see a whole lot of them running up and down the field.
Yeah, Thompson's a guy that Coach Mitchell, he really heavily relies on in the offense, and he expects him to do some great things this year. Had 53 catches for 493 yards and 2 touchdowns 2 seasons ago. Looking to have that same kind of production this year.
Oh, trouble with the snap here. They just fall on it, so Blue Devil. Oh, and we got a late flag. They are going to call a late hit on that. Yeah. We had Britton down to just lay on the ball, and he got hit a little bit late, maybe a little too aggressive by Madonna, and that's going to cost them 15.
That was a wise choice by Britton to just cover over the ball.
Yeah, so instead of a loss of 5 to 7 yards there, it's going to be first down and an extra 15 for the Blue Devils. They are now going to be sitting at midfield. Good break there for those guys.
Yeah, it's something that you want to be able to not avoid is either on both sides is making those kind of penalties where a play like that where you lose, expecting to see a 2nd and long, but now giving them 15 additional yards thanks to that penalty.
And we have a Wildcat formation, and that did not work whatsoever out of the Wildcat.
And that was Alex Hunt.
And he loses a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, reading that play up, getting them back in the backfield for a loss.
So Lawrence Tech tries a little trickeration, doesn't quite work. And now again, as they were before, they are facing 2nd and long. Before that penalty, Kolka to throw. He has his man out to the left, breaks toward the middle. That is a big-time pickup there by Jaden Rembert. Gets the Blue Devils back into a 3rd and manageable situation at the 46.
Yeah, good pickup by the freshman out of West Bloomfield. Came from a very talented offense. And their previous head coach over there, West Bloomfield, now at University of Michigan, Ron Bellamy, and his team winning a state championship last year, was a viable piece of the offense. Looking to keep that up as he enters his collegiate career here at Lawrence Tech.
Kolka rolling right. He has a man outside, and that is a huge pickup. It's Ransom down inside the 30. Lawrence Tech now in business and now in Madonna territory for the first time this season.
And good read by Kolka, seeing Ransom open on the right, sliding down near the out-of-bounds line near the Crusader sideline. Able to keep his feet inbounds, making a nice catch, and now you're in Crusader territory inside the 30.
So a fresh set of downs now at the 27 there, we'll call it. They got 2 backs in the backfield now. 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen, man in motion. And it's going to be Kolka keeping it. Going to pick up a few, but maybe a gain of 4 on first down. Kolka is a guy that has shown he can run a little bit. In one of their games this season, last season in the spring, he did have over 40 yards in a game. So he can move a little bit.
Yeah, passing in this role, it might be his first option, but he's not afraid to run it either. Even just for short yards, even like in short yardage situations to get the first down. He has that capability. You need to keep an eye on if you're the Crusaders.
So here we go, same formation. Once again, Man in motion. This time he slings it out to Britton. Oh, he is hit immediately. Let's see if they call that a catch, and they do not. I think that's a good call there. Britton didn't quite have possession. He was smoked as soon as he got it.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there by the Crusader defense. Looking to pick it up to avoid the fumble on the play. It was one of the offensive linemen for the Blue Devils. That was Matthew Ransom, rather, the wide receiver. Always play until the whistle, thinking it was to be a fumble. It was just a smart play just to pick it up if it was a catch.
And Jarrett Railing read that one. Great job by him. It is now 3rd and 7 on the 34. Little handoff. And not much doing there either for Jaden Wallace. He's a transfer from Kentucky State. Tried to turn that corner, could not do it. So Lawrence Tech is now facing a 4th down and facing a decision.
Yeah, 4th down here. And I'm looking at the yardage right now. You're at the 22-yard line. About a 39, 40-yard field goal, but it looks like Coach Mitchell is going to leave his offense on the field. On 4th and 5. We'll see if it pays off.
28% in the spring on 4th down. Kolka throws. He's got that tight end again, and he's got the first down. C.J. Thompson coming through in the clutch, and they get a fresh set of downs, and they stay alive. Now down into the red zone at the 16.
Good catch there by Thompson. Able to stay honest. He looked like he was going to be down a yard short if he was losing his footing there for a second, but he's able to power through for additional 2 yards, and the Blue Devils are moving the chains.
Yeah, he needed all of his 6'5" frame on that one. And here we go again, 1st down. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Kolka throws over the middle, and ooh, that one, lucky that landed in no man's land. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, no one was around there for the Crusaders defensively.
Yeah, you mentioned his numbers earlier for Thompson. He had 53 grabs 2 years ago. 10 of them came against Taylor. He also had a pair of 8 reception games. So, yeah, Coach wasn't lying. They are going to use their tight ends a lot this season. Here we go, 2nd down on the 16. Hands it off. It's Britton powering his way off tackle. He's going to be brought down at the 11.
Yeah, he's looking to power up the middle. They're in front of a couple of Crusaders. Looked like that was Bobby Martin for Madonna. So there's another guy, Quinshawn Clincy.
So it's another 3rd down for the Blue Devils. Britton in the backfield along with Kolka. Jaden Wallace at the bottom of your screen.
Only got 5 seconds on the play clock.
Over the middle into double coverage, and man, Lawrence Tech is lucky that one did not get picked off. It hits the turf, and it will once again be 4th down.
Yeah, that was nearly picked off by the freshman safety Dalen Cobb out of Livonia Stevenson. Also there was Jesse Morris. It's a transfer from Olivet College.
And Alex, it looks like we are going to get our first kick of the year.
Jonathan Swisher, the freshman. It's about 28 yards from here.
And it is short and right. So the Blue Devils come up empty. They do march it down to the 11-yard line, but they can't put any points on the board. So with 4:21 to play in the first quarter, we still have zeros on the board as Madonna now gets their second shot at moving the ball down the field.
It was a good drive, though, by the Blue Devils. You know, they couldn't get any points on the board. Coach Mitchell still has to be happy about that. These guys are making plays, able to get back out on the field at your home field. So it's still early on in the game. No one has gotten any points yet about the Crusaders getting the ball back. And
so here we go again. It's Fromm in the shotgun. 5 wide this time. He was going to take off, but that is going to be a false start.
It's going to move Madonna back 5 yards. Jumped a little bit too soon by Fromm.
It'll be 1st and 15 now. And the Crusaders pinned it deep in their own territory.
And not how you want to start the drive. Picking up a penalty.
Penalties are such a huge thing. Lawrence Tech had 17 of them in 2 games last year. Definitely want to clean that up. And so far, they have been clean. It's been Madonna making a couple of mistakes so far.
And they're looking to improve from the first season last year, trying to clean up some mistakes themselves. And it takes some time. It takes some practice and some experience. And looking at it here now, just having some communication with the offensive line. You don't want to make those kind of mistakes.
Fromm in the shot. He has trips to his right. And he's going the other way, but that is going to be nothing doing once again. Great coverage out there by Mackenzie Alibra.
Yeah, Hastings just had to slow down to make the catch. Minimal gain if that, but like to move the ball forward.
So here we go, 2nd and long. Once again, 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, and once again Fromm is firing, and he's looking long down the sideline. This one is caught by a guy not in uniform down there.
That one over the Crusader sideline. Fromm has that arm. He can throw it deep down the field if you're not careful.
Yeah, he sure can. We talked about it earlier. The 2017 Division II state champ in that championship game over Livonia Franklin. He was 10 of 12, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns. He can't throw the ball. He transferred once again from Wayne State. But his team in trouble right now, 3rd and 18. And we have another whistle. And it is another false start. So more trouble for the Crusaders, setting up 3rd and very long, 23 now.
Yeah, 2nd time in the last 3 plays. Madonna's been called for a false start, and you're going to be now inside the 10. Just want to be careful.
Yeah, they're back at the about the 8.5-yard line. If Lawrence Tech can get off the field, this is exactly what they want. Flip that field. And we have yet another flag.
And this is not something.
And it is another false start.
And this is not something Madonna was hoping for here.
No, this will drive Coach Herb Haygood nuts, won't it?
Yeah,
This will drive him absolutely crazy. 3 false starts in a matter of 4 plays. Now pinned inside their own 5-yard line. 3rd and 28.
Maybe a chance to get a safety here if you blitz for the Blue Devils.
Ball's handed off, and man, they almost got it. Jalen Crawford with absolutely nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He is met by all of the Blue Devils there. At the 2-yard line, this is going to be some great field position for Lawrence Tech. Special teams so important, and this defense and the penalties, they're going to get to flip this field and probably take over in Madonna territory right away on 1st down.
One thing you got to be able to make sure is you want to be able to capitalize on Madonna's mistakes here. If you're able to score off this drive coming up here, you'll be in a good position here as we near the end of the 1st quarter with under 3 minutes to go.
And this kick is fielded at the 36, not brought down yet. Wow. Oh, are you kidding me? An incredible return there to get the ball back inside the 25-yard line, but there is a flag, about 3 of them on the field, one as soon as he caught the ball.
And Marquise Thorns, the return man, he thought he was going to be down by 1 tackle, able to stay on his feet, able to move towards the left side, able to get decent yardage, able to get down near the 30-yard line, but we got 2 flags down.
Yeah, you got to love the effort there. Absolutely great effort. But we have flags on other different sides of the field as well, so we will see what they are.
And what looked like he was going to be, when he stopped right as he caught the ball, he was able to get about 15 yards out of it.
You know, we talked about the penalties earlier. Coach told us that they had 3 different practices this year where they brought referees into practice. And for a school this size, that is not really typical. And they thought that would help them out quite a bit. Not going to help them on this play, though. It's going to be a block in the back and also a personal foul. Lawrence Tech will still keep the ball, but they are going to back up quite a bit after that nice return by Thorns.
Now moving them back here, and you mentioned that having officials at their practices is something that's not really typical here at this kind of level, but it gives them an idea, it gives them a sense of what calls officials could make at certain points in a game like this if you practice similar plays. And I know there's no substitute for the real thing, but it gives you an idea, it gives you a sense, giving yourself of a preparedness of what officials will call based on what you do. So having that kind of experience at practice, able to have that under their belt, puts them in a better advantage moving forward.
So it is Kulka right at the 50-yard line. Clock's running. Under 2:40 now to play. He hands it to Britton, and that is the biggest hole he has seen all day. He goes left, cuts back, and goes all the way down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 20. Ben Britton, explosion there, and how about the change of direction?
Yeah, he fooled the defense here. He was looking, he was going to go one way, but he zoomed off and went the other and got 20 yards out of it. Looked like he was looking for 6, but not able to stop by the Crusader defense, and now you're getting closer to the red zone. You're 5 yards away from it.
So Ben gets a little break there. Kai Otero now in the backfield with Kulka, who's throwing. And he is looking toward the end zone. Did not bring it in. Maybe looking for a flag. He's not looking too much. Lost his footing a little bit there, trying to go down to get it.
Yeah, touched the ground first. Remember, thought he was going to make a spectacular play. Looked like he was going to get the official signal saying, I got it, but the official said, no, it touched the ground first, man. Sorry, it's going to be an incomplete.
Yep, incomplete, bringing up second down. Jaden Rembert, 5'10 freshman, who's once again out there wide, as you mentioned. West Bloomfield, the state champs this past season. Kulka, play action. Throws just long as he was hit on that play.
Yeah, Alex Hunt was trying to get a sack off of him. Kulka able to throw it away in time to avoid being back down for a loss.
Let's take a look at that last pass. That one that went to Rembert. Just unable to bring it in.
They were so close there.
Yeah, a little one-hopper there. That is not going to get it done. Third down went wide over the middle, so once again, the Blue Devils are facing fourth down. Third time in this game that they are facing fourth down. Now, as we said in the spring, did fairly well on fourth, Alex, 28.6%. So they're not scared to go for it, but they are going to take a timeout here, talk it over, see what they want to do.
Fourth down and 10 at the Crusader 25. Coach Mitchell going to talk it over with his team, and look at what they did last time in this similar situation, being around the 25-yard line. They went for it on fourth down and got it.
1:46 to play, 4th and 10. They do have it at their 25. Probably after that last one, maybe a little long for a field goal here. So they're talking it over.
Kind of draw up a play what they want to do here. You throw it down the field. If you get like 10 or you need to get to at least 10. If you get like 12 or 13 yards, that's all you need to do here is to get the first down. Don't want to force anything. And Coco has done a good job so far, able to read the defense. Needs to come through again here.
So it will be Kolka working with 3 wide. 2 up top. Jaden Wallace at the bottom of your screen, and it is Otero in the backfield. Wallace in motion, coming around. They hand it to Otero. He goes left, not gonna get much. He does cross the 20, but that is not going to be enough for the first down. And Lawrence Tech once again will turn it over on downs.
It's a good run by Otero. Looked like, unfortunately, he was about 3 yards short.
Yeah, good run. Picked up 6. Unfortunately, they needed 10. And Madonna will come out, try to have a little more of an efficient drive this time than they did on the last possession.
Yeah, they need to clean up some of the penalties that they had. They had 3 false start penalties. I put them back inside their own 5.
Yeah, the offense was a struggle for Madonna in the spring. They did play 3 games. They only averaged, though, 5.7 points per game. They were shut out twice, and then they did put double-digit points on in the last game. But it was a 61-17 loss to Concordia. Here they go, looking to move it. Fromm. Big rollout. He flips it, but flips it a little too far for his wideout out there, number 2, Devontae Garrett.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to make the one-handed grab from. Able to get pressure out of there. He was pressured a lot that time by the freshman Jackie Johnson III.
Yeah, and Garrett was open. He just a little flick of the wrist and floated it just a little too much on that play. Brings up 2nd down.
You like the pressure.
19.
You like the pressure Johnson made on that play.
Crawford standing next to him. He's going to take the ball. Around to the left. Oh, he is smoked. Absolutely crushed there. Incredible play.
And another flag as well after the play, Ryan. Crawford looked like he had a good hole near the left. Look, it was stopped by TJ Gunter. But a late whistle. And these flags have been piling up here in this first quarter.
Yeah, they really have. Quite a few penalties, but it's early. It is expected maybe a little bit of sloppy play early in the season. And for the officials as well. They're taking their time figuring it out. It's their first game too.
Yeah, first game since the spring, like in April for most of the teams.
And it will be a personal foul against Lawrence Tech.
It means a lot more in these rivalry games, Ryan, of a lot on the line. Even though it's the first game of the season, it gives you a momentum, gives you an edge.
You hit a little harder, don't you?
Yeah, you want to be able to just play though the smart way, and able to keep the rivalry intact. Well, you're playing something on the line.
Well, that was one of the
biggest things. But at the same time, you want to be able to play cleanly. But
that's one of the biggest things Coach talked about. He's like, you can't have that roller coaster. You got to be steady Eddie, especially in games like this where you are hyped up so much. When you are playing maybe a dude that you played in high school too, a guy you've known for a long time. You got to keep steady Eddie. No roller coaster of emotions. That's what he's looking for.
And most of these guys coming from the Metro Detroit area and around the state of Michigan, they played these guys or seen these guys a lot over the course of their time in high school.
On first down, it is Crawford. He's got nowhere to go. Once again, it is Andrew Perkins III getting in there, making something happen.
I think that was Mike Mathias that time, Ryan. The second running back for the Crusaders was Crawford. Was given the play off there. Mathias is kind of a speedster guy. He's a guy that will try to find some good yards, trying to pick up some easy yards if the Blue Devils aren't paying attention. So looking to change things up here.
Fromm flips, and once again, a host of Blue Devils there to meet him. Nowhere to go, Mathias that time.
And a quick pass by Fromm. Couldn't get anything going. The Blue Devils read that one nicely. She saw three men in white. Able to get to Mathias very quickly. Loss of a few yards.
Yeah, TJ Gunter in there, making things happen. That Mike linebacker, 12 tackles last year against St. Xavier. He had 4 against Siena Heights, making things happen here in the opener. As we have hit 0 on the clock, and we have zeros on the scoreboard. After 1, it's Lawrence Tech 0, Madonna 0 here on the I-96 County Line Classic, the season opener for the Blue Devils.
Technical difficulties.
And welcome back. They have switched sides, and we are getting ready for the second quarter of action. The I-96 County Line Classic here between Madonna and your Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech University. The Crusaders facing third down. They are on their own 25-yard line as we get ready to play. What would you say the story was there, Alex, for the first quarter action?
I think both teams were looking to get an edge early on, but unable to get anything on the board. But both these sides able to play with a lot of edge. They're getting into this now. They know what's at stake here tonight, so we're going to keep that up here in the second quarter with all zeros on the board here so far, and another whistle before the snap to start the second quarter, and crowd's into it.
Yeah, the crowd really is into it, and it's great to see. We've got fans lined up all the way around the field on the fence. The stands here on the home side are filled to capacity. Student section has not sat down yet. Fans excited, cheerleaders are excited, the players definitely excited, maybe a little too excited. Had a few penalties out there in the first quarter as we begin quarter number 2, 3rd and 18. And there we, right on cue. Another false start for Madonna, and that's what it is.
Yeah, that's been the problem so far, and looking to clean that up. And going back to you said about the fans here, Ryan, they've been waiting for this moment. You know, last year there was limited fans due to COVID, unfortunately, or no fans at all. But having a full capacity here, just a year and a half later after what has happened,
yeah.
It's very exciting.
Well, this is college life, man. You know, going to games, having fun every Friday or Saturday night. And this was stolen from these kids a year ago. So it's so great to have it back once again. Okay, we're going to try it again. Third down, now 23. They do get the snap away this time. Fromm looking long over the middle. He has a man, and oh, he brings it in. Devontae Garrett, the sophomore, brings it in, and that is by far the biggest play of the day for the Crusaders. They get across midfield.
Yeah, he leaped that one in the air in double coverage and making an excellent grab, moving it into Blue Devil territory. And what looked like it was going to be trouble for the Crusaders, they were able to get out of it. Fromm able to throw it deep down the field to his main wideout in Garrett.
And those are one that kill you, isn't it? 3rd and 23, and you give up a 40-yard play. Those are the ones that are going to keep Coach Mitchell up at night. Fromm throwing again on first down. He has his man pushed out of bounds after a pickup of 5.
And that's Santonio Franklin, the freshman wideout for the Crusaders. He's a guy that looks to get some more experience on his end as he starts his collegiate career.
And he's got some size. How about 6'3", 200? They got a couple receivers with size as well. Casimir Bell, 6'3", 210. Throw it up. Those guys can bring it in. It's Matthias this time. Burst of speed all the way down to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 23 yards. Madonna in business.
And that's what I said about him earlier. He can able to get down the field as fast as he can, and he can. And Blue Devils couldn't keep up with him there. And it was a big run, probably the best run by him so far. So for him tonight, and Crusaders are in business now in the red zone.
Best field position they have had today. This time, Fromm slips out of the tackle. He looks to the back of the end zone, throws it away, but wow. What a great job to get out of that tackle. Look, a sure loss of 10 yards. Instead, it's just 2nd and 10.
I don't know how Fromm got out of that. Lappin was coming in, going to take him down, but Fromm able to get out of the way in time, looked over to his right. It was an incomplete pass, so able to get out of it. You'll take that than a sack if you're Madonna.
Absolutely. You'll take that any day of the week. Now they are going 5 wide. Fromm all by himself back there. 3 receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. Matthias out there in the slot up top. And they are coming with the heat. Thrown over the middle, but broken up. Great play by Ryan Crowley to break up that pass.
In and out of the hands of Matthias again, and just couldn't hold on to it. Could have been a decent gain.
Let's take a look at that one. Over the middle, broken up. Great job there by the backer.
Looks like the Crusaders are in the I formation here on this 3rd down play.
First time we've seen that from the Crusaders. And once again, the pressure coming. The ball does get away. And is there a grounding? There is not. Fromm lost his lid on that one. But a great job by the Blue Devils there on 3rd down.
And Dante Banton and the freshman Caleb Kelly were all over that. And now they are going to call intentional grounding.
Yep, late flag in there. Referees talked it over. So they're going to lose a few more yards. Big break there. You got to love how they dialed up the defense on that when Terrence Wilson, the defensive coordinator, said, let's get after this guy.
That's a huge play. And it's lost a down as well. So because of that, it's 4th down and long for Madonna.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to punt it now after losing an extra 15. And it looks like they do. They're going to punt this one away.
The Blue Devil 38. France is going to try to pin the Blue Devils deep. He can get it inside the 10.
And it is once again Marquise Thorns back there, the junior from Southfield. Looking to return this one. He calls for a fair catch inside the 5. Dangerous territory. So the Blue Devils take over, and this time they've got to go a long way, starting off at their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, their backs against the wall, but there is a flag down.
Yet another flag.
At the 36-yard line. Francis did what he had to do, get a good punt inside the 5.
Really been the story of the game so far. This one is against Lawrence Tech, declined, so they'll take over.
It was an offsides call.
Yep, at 4th and 28, you were going to have to kick it again anyway, so you decline it, and Lawrence Tech will take over with a long way to go. Mistakes really have been, though, the story of this game so far. Neither team can kind of get out of their own way. They both have moved the ball fairly well, though.
Yeah, you'd like to see that. You'd like to see that kind of improvement. And since this is the first game in a long time for these teams and able to get back on the field and play in a real live game. So just trying to just trying to get comfortable into this. So when deeper down in the game, you're ready to go for the crucial moments. And Blue Devils got to be careful here.
Nothing doing there on first down. It is Britton coming up from the bottom of the pile.
He's had a few plays, but at that time the Crusaders were able to read him up on that play. It's kind of hard when you have very little room to work with.
The penalties so far as flags come flying in. 6 penalties for Madonna, 51 yards. 2 for Lawrence Tech for 30. Our time of possession pretty dead on. 8:40 to 8:18 for Lawrence Tech as they face second down again.
I think the Blue Devils were called for a false start on their own. So it's looks like it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Kolka to Britton. Does pick up a few. Down to the 5.
He got back to the original line of scrimmage. Got a few yards on that play. Nice tackle by Morris. 7 carries for 29 yards for Britton so far.
So here is Kolka facing 3rd and 9 from his own 5. Looking down the sideline. In and out of the hands of Jaden Wallace. He had him, but the transfer from Kentucky State could not bring it in. And once again, Lawrence Tech is forced to punt, and this time from deep in their own end zone.
Yeah, he was facing tight coverage. Wallace that time on the play by Cortland Cochran, the freshman corner for Madonna.
So Swisher comes out again. He will kick it away, the freshman from San Antonio. Cool story, the long snapper. Also, San Antonio. This punt dies right at about the 35-yard line. It gets out of bounds at the 36. Great field position for Madonna, which actually did move the ball quite well on their last possession.
They did. They had some key plays by Luke Fromm and able to look for Devonta Garrett, who made some excellent plays on that last drive. And they're looking to do well here. They're on the opposite side of the field. They're in opposing territory, and they have a chance to get on the board first.
Yeah, Luke Fromm, 6 of 12 so far, only 50 yards through the air. Matthias, a couple of carries, had that long one, 23, but he only has 22 overall for the game. He's been stopped other than that. And then Garrett had that big 33-yard gain. He has 2 grabs for 38 so far in the game. And here comes Fromm, and once again they're going with that I formation. Man in motion is Garrett, and they got the double pass, and he is wide open, and it is caught. A tough throw there. Garrett, not a very good throw.
I think they were saying incomplete. One official said he caught it, but the other official put his hand saying no, it did not catch it fully, incomplete.
Yeah, it was a tough throw. Great play. He was wide open, but Garrett couldn't get it there. As we continue the action, let's throw it down to Elizabeth Kuhn.
It's not only an important game tonight, but a meaningful one for the Florence family, who has brothers from both sides of the field, repping number 66 tonight. Robert Florence of LTU is actually playing his last season opener, and I'm sure he'd want nothing more than a win over his brother. Back to you guys.
Yeah, great story there. Great story. And there's some family ties throughout this game and throughout Lawrence Tech, actually. They have a couple of guys from Hawaii whose sisters actually play sports here as well. So pretty cool stuff. Family environment here at Lawrence Tech. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for Madonna at the 34-yard line with 10:45 to go. Fromm rolling to his left. Got nobody, so he takes it himself. Takes a hit. Great job to stay on his feet. He's a big dude, 6'4", 225, but he is nowhere near that first down marker. He needed 5 more yards.
Yeah, Lieber denied him that and able to get him out of bounds. And the Crusaders thought they were going to be in good position after that trick play that almost worked. Casimir Bell couldn't hold on to it. It touched the ground first, so they had a good idea in place, but they're facing a 4th and 4 right now, and it's decision time for Coach Herb Haygood for the Crusaders, and looks like he's going to use his first timeout of the half.
Yep, same situation Lawrence Tech was in, facing 4th down and kind of no man's land there. A little too long to kick a field goal, so he will talk it over with his guys. He knows a little bit about offense there, Herb Haygood, the All-American kick returner from Michigan State, 5th-round draft pick of the Broncos back in 2002. And he's been a coach now for quite a while, Alex. He was at Indiana for a while. Then he was at Eastern Michigan as an assistant and the wide receivers coach for 5 years until he took over here at Madonna. He is now the man in charge his 2nd season over there in Livonia.
Yeah, he's looking to help this Crusader program grow and develop and able to become a huge piece, a huge powerhouse in the Mid-States Football Association, and try to get a good rivalry here. They're doing it so here tonight. It's just stepping stones here right now for the Crusaders. In a year 2 of a program, going to take some time, and they're going to do a lot of good things in the near future, and they're doing it right now. It's taking it day by day. That's the mindset of Coach Herb Haygood as he's talking over his team and facing a 4th down and 4.
Well, Levante Mitchell's crew is going to have that clean, smart, with violent nature football right here. 4th and 4 from the 30. Fromm all by himself, and he is running it, and he is caught up and brought down. They are not going to get it.
Yeah, it's very close. We'll see. It was just very close. Fromm just up and went.
Let's see if we get a measurement, or are they going to see Coach Haygood over there. He's begging for it.
Yeah, he had to make a quick decision there to take it and go, and nobody to throw it to.
He had a hole there, but once again, you got to like the closing speed. Let's take a look at it one more time. Great job there to bring him down. Now, he is definitely laying over the first down line there. It's just a matter of where they mark him at.
And they're bringing the chains out now. We'll see. The chain crew.
First time for the chain gang today.
And looking at it here. Crusaders think they have the first down.
Coach Mitchell said his D-line is extremely special. And they were special on that one. Just a bit short. The 4th down stop by the big fellas. And it is going to be Lawrence Tech taking over. Danny Max was in there. Great job by them to get their team the ball back. It'll be Kolka and his boys taking over at their own 26-yard line.
And so far for him, Ryan, he's 5 of 12 with 64 yards passing on the day. Looking to try to get to 100 yards before half. Still got a little over 10 minutes and change here before halftime.
He would like to do that right here. Here's Kolka's got his man out in the flat. He nails him. Matthew Ransom dancing around. He gets past the 35, and once again, flags everywhere. Late hit Yeah, you gotta know a little better than that. Dalen Cobb from Livonia Stevenson, he was just a hair out of bounds on that hit. It's going to be another 15 yards for Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, you want to be able to keep yourself composed and you make the play, but you don't want to get too excited on the play, and it's going to cost yourselves 15 yards. And
yeah, he did exactly that. You know, Coach was talking to us about some of their sayings, and one he said you will hear at practice all the time is OATD, obsessive attention to detail. That's what they're trying to do, and so far they have done a better job as far as the penalty goes. And attention to detail, attention to assignments. Hopefully that'll pay off with 6 points right here. It's Kolka over the middle. He's got his man wide open, and he is not gone down to the 5. Matthew Ransom, huge pickup. Best gain of the day for the Blue Devils.
yeah, open space in the middle. Kolka was reading Ransom on a kind of like a slant play, able to take it, kind of move a few yards, going inside the 5, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Opportunity for the Blue Devils. A prime opportunity for them to score first here in this game. It's approaching 9:25 before half.
Great drive so far for Ransom, and he is now in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Otero in the backfield. And the ball goes to him. Around the left side, he is brought down by Dalen Cobb. Great tackle there.
Yeah, underneath the legs by Cobb, stopping Otero.
20 tackles in the spring, 15 solo for Cobb. He was their leading tackler.
He's a key anchor on the Crusader defense last season. In the 3 games they played, and he's a man that's looking to take that next step this season.
This time he fakes the handoff and going to be brought down. It's Jacob Price, and the Price definitely right for the Crusaders on that one. Big time sack from the freshman from Pinckney.
Yeah, he made that nice play. Kolka had nowhere to go and able to take him down on that play. I think you also give credit to Jarrett Railing on that play as well, Ryan. He was in that mix as well.
Yeah, and it's setting up 3rd and long now from the 14-yard line. What looked like could be 6. Now Blue Devils need to make it happen right here. Kolka dancing around. He is under pressure again. Just had to throw it away. Did have a man out there. It was Jalen Wallace. But the Crusaders bringing the heat there and forcing a field goal attempt.
Look at Kolka was out on that play. It was Brady Apple in that quarterback on that play. He had a lot of pressure that time, nowhere to go. Nothing to do on that play, just to throw it away. And now another field goal opportunity here for Swisher to get 3 points.
Missed his first attempt. This one from 33. Low snap. He does get it away, and it is no good. Just again pushed it a hair to the right. And after getting all the way down to the 5-yard line, Lawrence Tech once again comes up empty.
The Crusaders are happy about that. The Blue Devils are.
Let's take a look at this kick one more time. Snaps a little low, but it does get away clean.
It looks like it's just to the right.
Ugh.
Missed right off the bar, a little bit to right of that crossbar.
Missed it by that much. That one's going to hurt. That one definitely hurts. A couple of trips now. One to the 11-yard line, that time down to the 5. And Lawrence Tech can't get it done down there inside the red zone. Unfortunate. But now the defense going to try to step it up here.
It's got to move on from it. Got to move on from what happened in the past. You've got to move on to the next play. The Crusaders are happy right now. And they're trying to move on, trying to make a play out of it.
Fromm now under pressure. It's the big fella. DeMarcus Bush got in there. Did he get the pass away, or was the knee down? They're calling it an incomplete pass. Let's take another look at it here. Fromm getting chased by Bush there. Great tackle. Well, his elbow's down.
I can see his knee
But his
down.
knee did not hit. Great job. Keep that knee off the turf.
Bush is another senior leader, junior I should say, for the Blue Devils. That Coach Mitchell relies on him. He's going to be an experienced player looking to grow and develop and looking to be a key defensive player that pushes the ball carriers very quickly. And that's what he did there, put Fromm in a tight situation. Not able to get the sack, but just to force a bad pass.
Yeah, Rayvon Atkins was shaken up on the play. He did walk off under his own power. He's going to take a little breather down here in front of us. Looks like his left leg got banged up a little bit as Fromm throws. He's got his man dancing around. Great pick up there once again. We've been calling his name all day, Devontae Garrett, making things happen for Madonna.
Yeah, he's the guy they rely on. He's the main wideout that the Crusaders really heavily on, and they're trying to go hurry up here.
Empty backfield again for Fromm. He's going to try to take off, but he cannot get it. He is brought down by Nick Ryan.
All right, able to get him down there. Another junior defensive tackle for the Blue Devils. Expecting him to have a great season as well. Anchoring the defensive line.
Yeah, the 6'5" senior from Waterford Mott on the tackle there, setting up 2nd and 8. Fromm again alone in the backfield. They're coming after him. They don't get to him the first time. They do the second time. Dante Banton.
He's coming down that back door. Coming on the side. Fromm wasn't wanting paying attention.
Yep, came from behind him. Dante broke free after the first attempt, and he brings him down at the 34-yard line. Once again, another 3rd and long. Clock ticking away. We have hit 6 minutes to play in the first half.
And you get so focused on what's in front of you, you kind of not realize what's behind you. And he didn't really see Banton on that play, and he came right on by a little bit of a surprise.
And it looks like we have a delay of game. Another mistake before the snap.
That's been the story.
Nate Wilson over there, the offensive coordinator, he's got to be tearing his hair out right now.
It's been the story for the Crusaders. Penalties at the line of scrimmage. Just impacting the drives that they've had, and you make a mistake like that, it's hard to shake off.
Fromm, a little comebacker. And I think he and the receiver were not on the same page. Fromm threw to the sideline. The receiver cut back inside. Xavier Ricks. That'll bring up 4th down. And once again, they'll be kicking it away.
And the communication is key. And then Fromm didn't have it there with Ricks, and a little bit too far to the left, his Ricks right, to make that play. An opportunity for the Blue Devils to get the ball back and get in good field position.
Darren Francis with the boot. It is brought in by Marquise, and he has a little space. And he gets hammered at the 44-yard line, but not before a great return. Man, he really bounces around, doesn't he?
Yeah, he had a lot of key blocks there, but Fornes was able to create some space for himself and able to get a few yards, but got to give him credit to that. He's able to have that key specialty, like you said, and hoping able to get more of that over the course of the season with some more experience. And
one more great field position for Lawrence Tech, this time at their own 44-yard line. They've got 5:20 to go, plenty of time to get on the board before the half.
Want to have that momentum with them heading into the locker room. It'll be very beneficial.
Kolka throws, got his man, hit immediately is number 23, Jaden Rembert.
We've called Rembert's name a few times today. It's another key play. Mike Guerra with the tackle for the Crusaders. Another young player that Crusaders looking he can become a talented defensive piece.
Oh, and everybody's moving on that one.
Yeah, everyone was moving before the snap. It's a matter of who jumped first.
And that'll be the first false start of the day for Lawrence Tech. So their nice gain on first down, going to come back a little bit.
Yeah, good pick up a 5, actually 6 on that last play by Rembert. Lose most of it back. Kolka with 123 yards through the air. Rembert with 2 catches for 16.
And this one goes to the running back. It is Britton, but not much doing. Maybe a pickup of 1 or 2. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
It's a good pickup there. Able to get a few yards back. Can't rely on the home run every time. If you get a few yards here and there, it'll make getting that first down very reasonable.
We're going to need 7 on this one. 3rd and 7 from their own 47. 4 minutes to play. Kolka, play action, slings it out. Got his man, cutting, and he is across the pylon. He is down there for the first down. Matthew Ransom, he's kind of been the guy. When you need a catch, that's the guy he's been going to.
Yeah, he was able to juke out a couple of Crusaders before being tackled down by the inside linebacker, Zach Bloomer from Anchor Bay. And he was able to get on the way. If you're able to get yourself in that position, able to get a few yards based on that move you make, put yourself in a good position and gets a few yards out of it, and it gets another Blue Devils first down.
Clock still running, under 3:30. It's Britton to the left. Waiting patiently, gets inside the 40, where he will finally be stopped after a gain of 5.
Yeah, the good pickup before going into a wall there. It's a swarm of Crusaders stopping him near the Crusader sideline. And we'll see what he saw at first. Could have maybe went over a little bit more to the right to get a few more, but you get a good pickup of 5. Take whatever you can get here at this point.
2nd and 5 from the 40. 2:45 to play in the half. Man in motion is Wallace, and it goes to him. And he is met immediately, and he's got nowhere to go. Ryan Puskowski there for the stop and the loss of yards. He read that like a book.
Yeah, Puskowski, he saw that very quickly. He saw it come up and able to take him down in an instant.
3rd and long now for Lawrence Tech. Looking toward the sideline, trying to figure out what to do.
It was lost about 6 or 7 on that play.
Yeah, big loss. Great defense there.
Something Madonna was able to pick up there. Now looking to make a stop.
Dumps it down to the tight end. We have not called CJ's name in a while. He picks up a ton of yards, gets hit in the head, and that is going to be a personal foul. The helmet went flying off.
It looked like he lost the football at the end of it, and the Crusaders were looking to pick it up, but not before Thompson's helmet fell off. And
earlier in the first quarter, C.J. Thompson was the guy to go to when it mattered. We had not called his name in quite a while, and here he is. Let's check this out.
Almost didn't have control.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
29 in there, popping him right on top of the head. And that is a definite personal foul.
It's Mitch Wynn for the Crusaders on that play. And looked like he couldn't have the ball at first.
Wow. And they are saying no penalty. Wow.
Coach Mitchell talking over with the official why that flag was picked up.
Yeah, Coach Mitchell is not happy with that call whatsoever. He obviously was hit in the head. The helmet went flying. But it's 4th down, and they are going for it with 3 to go. Kolka picked off. Cortland Cochran with a huge return. He is still on his feet, and he is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Madonna. And what a change of momentum.
Absolutely. There are flags at the end of the play, Ryan, but momentum just swung over to the Crusaders as Kolka's pass was picked by Cochran, and he went all the way to the house. A pick 6 just before the half. The half is over. And
slipping tackles, cutting back across the field, used his blockers, and then he just outran everybody. Incredible play there. The freshman from River Rouge making a play for his team. Both offenses kind of stumbling a little bit with penalties and mistakes. Cochran in the defense says, we got you.
Cochran's a very talented player. He was very talented in high school at River Rouge, a very talented program in Division III. Won the state championship in 2019 against Muskegon. So he has a lot of experience playing for a talented program over there.
Absolutely, and a runner-up last year. Great program at River Rouge. They breed winners, and that was a winning play. The first touchdown of the season, and the first in this game goes to Madonna on the pick 6. And now here's the man from Berlin, Moritz Preuss, for the extra point. It is good. And with a $1:18 to play in the half, it is Madonna striking first blood. They lead it 7-0.
And that's the first time the Crusaders have led in a game in their program, and it's a huge step forward for them and able to get that. Now the Blue Devils looking to respond just before the end of the half. They got the opening kickoff, so the Crusaders will get the ball first to start the second half. So we'll see if they can get some urgency here, maybe get some hurry-up offense. And they get the football, they'll probably have about maybe a minute 15, maybe a little bit under that.
Yeah, you mentioned momentum going in the locker room. You know, just being on top would be good enough, but the way they did it, my gosh, that'll really get you fired up. And how about that? You just mentioned this is the first time they have ever had a lead in a game in their existence. They played 3 games in the spring, lost 45-0 to Taylor, 65-0 to Siena Heights, 61-17 to Concordia. How good do you think they're feeling right now to have not only a score, but to be up right now in a game when you're going into the half? That's got to feel completely different than any other normal game.
Yeah, they have. This is something they haven't seen before, and they're excited about. They're going to take it as much as they can here, looking to hold on here this last minute at 18 before the half, and they played 3 really good programs in the Mid-States Football Association in Taylor. Siena Heights, also a good program in Southeast Michigan, and Concordia, a top 5 program in the NAIA. So
absolutely.
They were tested really heavily last season, and now getting an opportunity to play a full season and having a lead here in game 1. They're excited about that. And
kick is short, and it goes out of bounds. So that's going to be to the Blue Devils' benefit. They will get great field position on the penalty. They do have some time to make something happen, but they've got to make it happen quick. Only a $1:18 on the clock before they head to the locker room. You know, turnovers are a big factor. Turnovers and penalties. In 2 games last year, Lawrence Tech had 6 of them. 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions. You got to clean that up. That is a major issue, and it bit them on that one. They're going to kick it again.
Yeah, that turnover really stung Lawrence Tech on that play. You're in good position. You're getting a good drive, looking to get at least something on the board before halftime, and then all of a sudden you let up a pick 6. Just got to be able to adjust from that. We'll see what they do when they come back out on offense again in just a moment.
69-yard interception return by Cortland Cochran is the difference in this game so far.
And the ball,
after the penalty,
that ball was off.
They will kick it again. The ball fell off the tee. So we'll give it one more shot here.
It's going to be Pruce taking the kickoff.
Originally from Berlin, Germany, went to high school at Birmingham Groves, and a pretty good kick after the penalty. And a good return for Lawrence Tech, and we've got another flag. Otero brought it back to the 45. But yet another yellow hanky laying out there.
Yeah, they've been coming out a lot here, left and right. It was a good 15 to 20-yard return by Otero, 5 yards above where they would have originally had it.
And it will be a hold, and it is on LTU.
They'll move it 10 yards back on the spot of the foul.
The crowd has kind of been taken out of this. They're excited. They're ready to go. But after that pick 6, a hush has come over Blue Devil Stadium here in Southfield. We'll see if they can make something happen here in a $1:10 to get these guys back on their feet.
Madonna silenced them on that interception. Now it's up for the Blue Devils to respond. Want to see some no huddle here if you can by Koka.
Rolling left. Looks over the middle. Got a man. Great pass. It's Rembert again. And yep, they are. They're hurrying it up after the gain of 9.
You got 2 timeouts to work with. You also want to try to get near the sidelines. You could step out of bounds to stop the clock.
Kolka stays in the pocket. Gets his man again. Rembert, this time across midfield, down to the 44. Moving the ball well, but that clock is moving as well as soon as they set the chains. And it is moving down to 40 seconds. 3 wide. Look out for Thompson. He's out there as well. Kolka looking to the left. Fires left. He has the first down. It's Ransom this time. 3 straight. Great passes there by LTU. And it looks like they are going to take their second timeout with 26 seconds to go. But they are in a rhythm. Now down to the 32.
And it's really difficult for someone to throw after an interception like that to get back into your motion. And Kolka's doing it just at 3 straight pass completions in a row. You're on the move. You're moving along. You're now inside the 35, looking to get something on the board here. We'll see what they can do here. They got 26 seconds. Don't need to rush anything yet. You still got 1 timeout left to work with. And
that's a great point by you. He brushed off that interception right away. Boom, boom, boom. Marching his team right back down the field. Great point. That's a veteran for you, though. He's been here before. Yeah, he's thrown some picks before. You shake it off, you get back out there.
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but you can't let a certain mistake take you down for over a span of a few minutes. You want to be able to pick yourself back up and get back to what you were doing. Kolka's, like you said, he's experienced. He's been here all 4 years since this program has restarted here at Lawrence Tech, and has a good idea. He has had good chemistry, knows what he's doing as a key contributor to the offense and the vocal points.
Avant Mitchell told us, given time, he will pick teams apart. So far, he has done that on this drive, but they have 32 more yards to go, only 26 seconds to do it. Kolka in the pocket still. He's going to take it himself this time. A little pitch, a little flick of the wrist, and the ball goes to Britton down inside the 10. And it'll be another timeout, and it'll be their last. But Lawrence Tech is in business. They are at the 9-yard line, first down, 15 to go.
Yeah, Kolka was in trouble there for a second. Wanted to make sure he didn't step over the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was very close, but stepped there in time.
And look at this, just a little flick out front before he gets over that line. Yeah, you mentioned it, man. That's a veteran move right there. Incredible playmaking, and good job by Britton to be aware that that was coming as well. Sometimes the guys aren't ready for that because it's so abnormal.
Yeah, it's kind of not something you usually see very often, but to be able to communicate in that situation at the right place at the right time is key. And Britton's there. He's another experienced player in his junior season, able to read well what Kolka was saying, able to flick it off to him, get it down to inside the 10, looking at first and goal. You got 15 seconds to work with.
Let's see what they dial up. No more timeouts. They just used the last one. But this would be, you talked about momentum. How about to get that touchdown back here in a minute and 18? To be able to get that one back and even this thing up going into the locker room. Here we go on first from the 9. Kolka hit as he throws. He was looking for the tight end. Thompson couldn't get him. 12 seconds remain.
You couldn't afford the sack. You got to be able to stay up and able to throw it out away. As he was pressured very quickly. A lot of Crusaders were getting after him that time.
Yeah, Shaquille Davis in there. Look at that. Nice wrap up. Really affecting that throw. Great job by Davis from Grand Rapids, Sparta High School. And here we go, second down. Kolka brings it in. He has the tight end. The big fella dives for the pylon. He's in there. Touchdown, Blue Devils. C.J. Thompson.
Well, we got a flag in the back, though, Ryan. But if this stands, it'll be the first points for the Blue Devils this season. Thompson, the veteran player, able to plow his way to the end zone. And going to reach over the white line. We'll see what the call is, though.
You got to be looking at a personal foul roughing the quarterback. And that's a touchdown. Those special tight ends coming up special with 6 seconds to go. Lawrence Tech grabs that momentum back. The extra point about to come on here. 2 touchdowns for Thompson 2 years ago. Kick is up. It is good. And with 6 seconds to play before halftime, we are dead even. Once again, 7-7 on C.J. Thompson's first touchdown of the year and the first touchdown for Lawrence Tech. Coach told us, look for these tight ends, man. And whenever they've needed it, guess who's there? Number 87.
C.J. Thompson, you said it. He's one of the strong suits for Coach Mitchell, and they said it's one of their bread and butter. They're tight ends. They're guys that they really keep an eye on. And coming off of their last drive, giving up an interception for a touchdown by the Crusaders to get the lead, and then able to come back right before halftime to get one through the end zone. You feel a little bit better now than you did over a minute ago.
Oh, you feel a lot better. Yeah, you feel a whole lot better. And Thompson, the junior from Elma, has really been the man so far today. As has Ransom. He's had a great game as well. Really, all the receivers have done a good job. But that drive, Thompson with the catch over the middle, we thought was going to be a personal foul, and then the touchdown, first of the year for LTU. Now, after the roughing the passer, Lawrence Tech will be kicking this ball off from the 50.
We'll see what Swisher wants to do. If he wants to just squib it to take some time off here, or just kick it to the end zone for a touchback. And Madonna does get the ball first to start the second half, so.
And he kicks it away. And it is through the back of the end zone.
And now it's a matter of they're going to just take it ahead to the locker room, or they want to go one more play, but I just want to play it safe. You're going to have the ball back. They'll just probably just take a knee out and head to the locker room.
I would think so. I would think you'd want to, take it, go talk it over. You got 2 more quarters. We are basically back to 0-0 at this point, but you never know. Sometimes teams have a trick play just for situations like this. That does not look to be the case, as Fromm is under center for the first time today. He takes a knee, and that will do it. They head to the locker room in the season opener, the I-96 County Line Classic. And so far, dead even, 7-7 as they go to the locker room. Right now, we will go down to the field and the third member of our team, Elizabeth Kuhn. Elizabeth will be joining us in just 1 second. Alex, let's get your thoughts. Real quick, before we go to Elizabeth, real quick, just your thoughts on the first half overall.
Well, it's been a good half so far by both of these teams coming out here, playing up to expectations. This rivalry game is living up to it so far, especially in the last minute and 20 seconds with the interception by Madonna for a touchdown, then C.J. Thompson getting one through for the Blue Devils. So we're looking forward to an exciting second half. Both teams playing with a lot of intensity here. They know what's on the line here. They've said it a lot here this evening, but the second half is going to be. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be very fun. And it's going to be very exciting.
Appreciate that, Alex. Now let's head down to the sidelines and the third member of our team. That's Elizabeth Kuhn.
Brian.
Am I good?
Hey guys, I'm here with Alex O'Brien. Tech. So other than recruiting, what else do you do for LTU football?
Oh yeah, other than recruiting, I also serve as our video coordinator as well as our analytics coordinator. So just kind of coordinate our film efforts during practice and during games, and help with in-game decisions analytics-wise.
So how many recruits do we have here watching the game with us tonight?
Yeah, we have 100 recruits, a lot of guys from all over Michigan, from local Detroit area all the way to the west side, a couple guys from Ohio, Indiana as well. Really excited to have them all here. It's a big event, probably the biggest event that Lawrence Tech football has ever had. I'm just really excited to have all those guys here.
So what really makes Lawrence Tech special? What sells LTU to the athlete?
Yeah, I mean, it's experiences like this, game day atmosphere like this. The crowd really stood out today, the students especially, and the education too that goes along with it. That combination between education and what we can provide, guys as athletes too, I think is what really makes this place special.
Great, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Elizabeth. And we have about 18 minutes to go before halftime is over and we resume play. It is 7-7 in the season opener. Madonna and your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils are all knotted up right now. Let's take a listen to the LTU marching band.
direction of Edward King, Science Director Ryan Rowan, Company Director Richard Case, and Color Guard Instructor Brianna Wilson. Now please welcome your roaring step dancers out to the field. This weekend performing a hip-hop routine choreographed by Zariah Fowler. Get ready for an amazing performance. Let's go, ladies. Thank you, ladies.
All familiar parents on the desk, long-weapons and cancer blood. All for believing in ourselves, even when victory seems impossible.
It was horrible, so this fall's connection was very good. And when we put the pads on, began to, popping pads and doing the things, as we say, real football. And that's when football gets real. Then we also got an opportunity to evaluate what guys can do what, who can do what rather.
After you know you can't slice and make it, get the outside pads so we can get around it and go score.
So we've had 3 controlled practices with referees, 2 having scrimmage elements to it, and they were great. My goal personally was to get our young man to kind of learn how to play football the right way in that controlled environment with, the potential of flags and whistles, things of that nature. So that was great from a football IQ standpoint for the entire program. Things I noticed from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2, we cleaned up a lot of things. We're really big on not having unforced errors. We don't want to shoot ourselves in our own foot like that, so we wanted to clean those things up. So from lining up in the neutral zone or jumping off sides, things of that nature. I think we did a great job between our scrimmage on the 15th and then wrapping on the 21st. We've been very intentional this fall training camp for building team camaraderie and bonding. I think probably the highlight of it was our volleyball tournament we had the other day, which was a ton of fun over at downtown Southfield. And we had family scavenger hunt. We've had kind of game nights where we've done things, playing giant-sized Jenga. We had skit night the other night to kind of close out camp, so each group kind of put together a skit. It was kind of a coach's roast, which was really funny, but we blocked out time in camp, so it wasn't just all football. It was opportunities to just kind of grow with one another.
Set. Good, there you go, Chris.
They are super excited. We've got a rally call that's kind of started as we close out camp into this week, and it's simply beat Madonna. That's been our team's greeting in the morning. If they were to say thank you for something, they're going to say beat Madonna. You sneeze instead of saying bless you, beat Madonna. So it's pretty cool, but it's a big game. It's our program's first night game. This is our next opportunity to have our first conference win, which to me is massive. It would be great to start off the season 1-0 and then 1-0 in our conference.
DBU on 2, DBU on 2, 1, 2. DBU. Here we go, stay here, inside run. 20 yards.
Madonna, they're a great program. You kind of track them. There are 2 programs that kind of started right around the same time. We recruit the same young men, rather, in many occasions. So we see them on the recruiting trail quite often. We got great respect for Coach Haygood and his staff there, and the young men they have within their program. It'll be a great night. Keys to success. One, again, will be for us to play a clean game. We want to play smart, intelligent football. That's the first thing. I have a saying that I love to go by: is great effort erases mistakes. So we're going to make some mistakes, but if we're playing with that fanatical effort and great effort, I think that'll erase a lot of those mistakes. 2, we definitely need to rush the football. We want to outrush our opponent. We want to run the ball, and we definitely want to stop the rush on the other side of the ball there. That's going to be key. And then the special teams is a great element of the game that we take a lot of pride in. So we want to protect the ball, get great field position, flip the field when needed, and possess the ball and take the ball away. Those would be the areas I think that if we do those things, I think we can be successful.
Hey guys, I'm here with LTU band director Anthony Case. Anthony, how long have we had an LTU band?
So we've actually had the marching band for about going on to its 4th year, and pep band we've up to about 8 or 9 years now.
And what's the growth that you've seen?
So the growth is actually going in the right direction. We had a little bit of a setback with COVID, but we have 62% freshmen this year, and we're already recruiting roughly another about 50 to 60% for next year. So it's going in the right direction.
That's right. We know we have so much hard work and dedication in these kids, so tell us a little bit about that.
Our students are best and the brightest. They go through, again, they're student musicians, so we really focus on the student aspect. So they excel in the classroom, they excel on the field. Just absolutely fantastic.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The second half is coming up.
You can also keep up to date on everything with LTU Athletics on the LTU app, available at all major app stores. Check it out today.
welcome back to Blue Devil Stadium on the campus of Lawrence Tech University. It's the season opener, the I-96 Divide Classic here between your Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech and Madonna. We are tied at the half, 7 apiece. Ryan Slocum here along with Alex Johnson. And Alex, kind of a sloppy half, but we got some excitement here the last couple of drives. We had a pick 6, and then Lawrence Tech, with 1:18 to go, goes all the way down the field. They even it up.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bumpy ride, Ryan, here to start off the game, but then teams got into it, getting themselves loose, getting into the action, and then what we saw in the last minute and 20 seconds, first with a pick 6 by Madonna, and then Lawrence Tech getting one through the end zone to tie it up with under 10 seconds to go before halftime. And both of these teams are fired up. They're ready to go for the second half, and they want to get pride in taking that trophy and holding on to it for a year, and want to get those bragging rights in to start off this rivalry.
Penalties have been the big name of the game, actually, for Madonna. 9 penalties, 76 yards, 5 for 47 for Lawrence Tech. And then when you look at the yardage, Lawrence Tech, 225 total yards, only 91 yards for Madonna in the first half. Yet, here we are, tied at 7.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how many yards you have over how many others over Madonna here for Lawrence Tech. You just got to play. It's a tie game, like you're back up at 0-0 here. That's what matters most, the scoreboard here. Can't worry about any other statistic but what's on the board right now. And you got to play these next 30 minutes strong, and we're looking forward to it. And both sides are ready to go.
As the Blue Devils get set to kick off for Lawrence Tech, it's Tyler Kolka, 14 of 23, 196 yards through the air. He has a touchdown there to CJ just before the half. He also has that pick 6. Ben Britton carrying the load on the ground, 9 carries, just 36 yards though. I know they want to get that average up here a little more in the second half. 3 guys have 4 grabs, Ransom, Thompson, and Rember, all with 4 catches, 88 yards through the air for Ransom. So he has spread it around to those 3 guys who have been carrying the load so far. Let's see if they can continue that here in the second half as we are about to kick off. And it is a big return, but a big stick there at the 36-yard line. That was Novell Chestnut, and that was a guy Coach told us, we got to find this dude. He can fly.
Yeah, he has terrific speed, Ryan. He's a guy that can go really fast down the field if you're not ready for him. And he was trying to burst through down the field. But Lawrence Tech able to get him down past the 35-yard line. Haven't heard his name a lot here tonight, but looking to make a difference here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the first time we've called his name tonight. And he gives his team some fairly decent field position, setting up here, trying to take the lead back on the first drive of the second half. Fromm handing the ball off up the gut. Not much doing for Mike Mathias. He is pushed back to the 35. They're going to give him forward progress to the 39.
He had that 123-yard run earlier in the game, but nothing much going there on that time, and he was stopped by a bunch of Blue Devils right down the middle.
Yeah, he is their leading rusher so far, 3 carries for 24 yards, but he had a 23-yard gain, so it tells you he has not been able to do much else outside of that one. It sets up 2nd and 7 from their own 39.
We'll see if the Crusaders can do better on penalties before the snap. Not trying to get called from any of them. They had a lot of those false start penalties in the first half.
Fromm looking long out of the trip set. Great pass break up there. It is number 4, John Williams, getting that mid on it to stop what could have been a touchdown. Let's take one more look at it.
He was looking deep down the field. I think that was Garrett, the intended receiver that time, looking deep down, but getting a hand on it and deflecting that one away, Williams.
I'll tell you what, that's an awesome play. But he's probably thinking, I should have had that one. But great play looking like the Jordan logo there, flying through the air to knock that one down, setting up 3rd and long now for the Crusaders of Madonna. Empty backfield for Fromm. They're coming after him. He's running, looking long again. Again, it's Garrett, but this one is well out of bounds. No chance to grab that one. And Madonna will have to kick it away. Great defensive stand here to start the second half, setting the tone.
Yeah, setting the tone for the Blue Devils, and Fromm had a lot of pressure again that time, looking for Garrett down the field, but not really in an area where he could grab that one. So good stand by the Blue Devils defensively, forcing the Crusaders to go 3 and out to begin this second half. Fromm coming in to this half with 66 yards, unable to get anything going.
So Madonna will kick it away. Chris Broden back to receive, and he goes down at the 35. And that's where Lawrence Tech will take over for the first time here in the second half. After a great drive to end the first half, it was C.J. Thompson, the big tight end, finding the end zone.
It all started with Kolka. Kolka had a very excellent drive, just completing pass after pass after the interception just before on the previous play, the previous drive rather. So he's getting comfortable here. He's looking to continue that here into the second half where he left off.
Did not faze him at all. Marched his team right back down the field. Here he goes again. Looking over the middle. He has a man. It's Ben Britton, and he just missed him. He was a step and a half behind the defender. That could have been 6, but just out of the reach of Ben Britton.
Yeah, he overthrew it just a little bit too far. As you can see, Britton was trying to get there, and it was just a little bit out to reaching that one. Very close, though, from being a big play.
Yep, they had Britton running wide there out of the backfield that time. This time, it is a handoff, and not much doing on that. Only a pickup of about 3.
Looks like it's Keon Sanders, the freshman running back out of Pontiac, and prepped at Waterford Mott. First time we've seen him being called here tonight. Getting his first touch at the collegiate level.
So it sets up 3rd and long now for Lawrence Tech. Kolka pumps, then fires, and is almost picked off again. He had Rember. It goes off his hands and then into the hands of Jesse Morris. He just cannot bring it in. Little off balance.
Yeah, it was in a difficult spot. Robert almost had that play, and Morris trying to get it off his left fingertips.
Yeah, hit him right in the hands. That's a tough one to bring in because that was a bang-bang play. He got hit the second he got his hands on it, and Lawrence Tech will punt it away. And that's a pretty good punt right there. Inside the 30, and that is where LTU will bring it in. So Madonna with another chance, their second chance here of the second half. They have yet to find the end zone or the uprights on offense. Their touchdown came on a 69-yard pick 6 by Cortland Cochran, the freshman out of River Rouge High School. Incredible play by him, zigging and zagging all the way 69 yards to the crib. And now his offense looks to do the same.
Yeah, Fromm looking to keep the Crusaders intact, looking to move past the 3 and out. They had to start the half.
And the hand goes to Matthias. He is hit immediately, though. It is Mitch Waters. Nowhere to go on that one.
Waters is another player that Coach Mitchell will depend on over the course of the season defensively. And Bush was in there as well as a backup to bring him down. So Nice teamwork there. Maybe about a yard, if that, on the play. Yeah, they will give him a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders.
Mitch Waters was big 2 seasons ago for the Blue Devils, 50 tackles. Fromm throwing this one. He's under pressure again. He is hit by Bush as he throws. When they get after him, man, he has trouble finding his receivers.
Fromm just had to just throw it out of bounds. No one was in there in no man's land because he was pressured really quickly. He had to just think on the fly. It's something you got to do. It takes some practice when you're in that situation where where a defender's coming at you and you need to throw it away before you get knocked down in the backfield.
Yeah, Avant Mitchell told us he wants teams to feel like there's 15 dudes out there, not just 11. And it definitely felt like that on that play. And it really has for the entire game, under 100 yards for Madonna on offense so far. Here's Fromm. They're coming after him again. He gets hit, passes high, and that brings up 4th down again. And they're going to have to kick it away. That party in the backfield's happening right now, isn't it?
They're breaking up some plays, and Fromm was looking for Bell down the middle. Just a little bit medium-sized pass. It was a little bit 6 yards down the field, and Bell couldn't get onto it. It was a little bit too high for him to catch. But the Blue Devils, besides giving up that interception, they've kept the Crusaders. They kept the Crusaders on here, not allowing them to do much offensively.
Broden back to take this kick, and it is not going to get to him either. Short kick just over the 50-yard line, and it goes out of bounds.
So we'll see the Blue Devils come out here. Ryan coming out of a 3 now on their own, and it's just been going back and forth here, these quick drives. No one has really gotten ground here to begin the second half, and you want to see that from Lawrence Tech. Able to move down the field like they did late in the first half. But both teams have made adjustments. They've seen what both sides have been doing.
Yeah, it really has been an offensive struggle, especially for Madonna. Now just 66 yards through the air, 94 total yards. Hand off to Britton. He bounces around, still bouncing. He gets right to the 50.
It's hard to get him down. And that's what kind of he's built like that. He's going to be tough to bring down. You got to try to get him 2 to 3 times before you can bring him down. You got a good 3-yard pickup on the play, and it looks like there's someone down on the field for Madonna.
If we got a man down as we take a look at Ben Britton, 5'7", 180, out of Hazlitt High School. Last year had in the 2 games 24 carries, 91 overall. That's good for a 3.8 average. Biggest thing for him, he had 3 fumbles last year, and I know he wants to clean that up. And so far, so good. He's doing it. Ball security out of number 5.
Yeah, that's very important. Able to hold on to the football and not give the ball away is something that's been a major priority, especially for him. Able to keep holding on to the ball when making those huge runs, and that's the main priority. You want to be able to get your team in good field position, but at the same time protecting the football and not letting it get away from you. And
big fella, number 94, Micah Gibbs, was shaken up on the play, but he has walked off. Hopefully we will get to see him back in action shortly. It is 2nd down, 7 to go. The ball right at midfield. Tyler Kolka out of the gun. He's got some pressure. He has to get rid of it. He did have a man out there, so it won't be grounding. C.J. Thompson, number 87, ball bouncing right in front of his foot.
It was J.Kel Davis.
Let's take a look at it one more time. And Alex, really, man, both of these teams, they are getting a pass rush. They are getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, no time for them. No time for the quarterback to step back and be in the pocket for 5 or 6 or 7 seconds to make a decision. They want to go after you as soon as the ball is snapped, and That's the mentality we've been seeing here from both sides.
3rd and 7. Got his man, but it is going to be short. Matthew Ransom bringing in his 5th catch of the day, but that is going to bring up 4th and about 2.
He was wide open. He could have, was a couple yards short of the first down.
4th down percentage a year ago, as we told you, Lawrence Tech completed 28.5%. Today, they sit at 33, 1 of 3 on 4th down. They need 2 yards here. It is Britton. Oh, he's got it, and he's got a few more than that. Spins his way all the way down to the 40 before getting brought down by Dalen Cobb.
What a nice move by Britton, circling around, getting past the 1st down and more. Just moving the chains along for the Blue Devils, and it was a nice spin move over Cobb, and then Davis there to bring him down. Which is a very nice play, and we have an injury on the field.
We got another man down, this time for Lawrence Tech. There's a break in action with 10 and 29 to play. We are still knotted up 7-7. 40 more yards to go until they find the house for Lawrence Tech. Let's take a look at the schedule for Lawrence Tech. Coming up after this week, they will be on the road September 4th. They are at Bluefield State. That is in West Virginia. That game is at noon. Then at September 11th, Kentucky Christian. That is a 1 o'clock game. Good to see the big man getting up, getting off the field.
And John McIlvain, the center for the Blue Devils, looking to also have a huge season as well. Getting off the field. Was banged up there that time, but looking to take a quick breather and then get back out there very soon. And I want to mention about that schedule, Ryan. It's going to be interesting with 2 straight road games coming up for the Blue Devils after this. We'll talk more about this in just a second after this play.
High snap. Oh, Britton decides he's going to take it. He's dancing around, but he's in trouble. Yeah, broken play from the get-go. Britton and Kolka couldn't decide who wanted it. Britton grabbed it. He was in trouble. Loss of 5 yards.
There's a little bit of miscommunication that time. Britton there just to take it for himself. Avoiding the turnover, that's the huge thing. Able to hold on to the football, even though losing a few yards. We'll take that over a fumble any day.
Yep, absolutely. After the high snap, that brings up 2nd and 15 now. Ball back at the 45. They're coming after him. Ball does get out, and it's Ransom picking up a couple extra yards. He gets the 1st down to the 29.
Yeah, Ransom's had a good night. Making some key catches and able to move down the field.
Yeah, now his 6th catch of the game. And I believe he is over 100 yards for the game as well.
Ransom, the sophomore from Ypsilanti, also played at another powerhouse school in the state of Michigan at Belleville. Belleville, consistently one of the top teams in the state every year.
Yeah, Jermaine Crowell does a great job with them. Here's Kolka throwing again. And this could be a big-time pickup. It is down all the way to the 10. Jaden Rembert gets the Blue Devils back in business.
Saw him going on a slant a bit. Kolka able to read it and able to give it to him. Able to pick up some good yards. Able to read the defense. That's something Kolka is able to do. He's passionate about the game, learning more about the game here at the collegiate level, and he's been showing that here tonight based on what he's seen over his time in a Blue Devils uniform.
These guys want to get to the ball to their playmakers, let them make plays. That was a key example right there. Kolka again firing, got his man. It's brought in by James Cartwright III, but he is hit immediately, but not before a pickup down inside the 5.
Yeah, Cartwright getting his first reception of the evening. He's one of the senior leaders on this team, looking to bring some experience and looking to mentor some of the younger guys on this team, and as this team is looking to continue to grow and develop like we've mentioned over the course of the game.
7:50 to play. In striking distance, it's Britton. Heading for the corner. He's got it. Touchdown, Lawrence Tech. Ben Britton.
You saw that opening there, Ryan, taking it to the left side and marching his way into the house. And the Blue Devils have the lead for the first time this evening.
Absolutely. Picks up a good block right there in the end zone. Julius Adams couldn't get to him. He slips inside that pylon. And you said it, Lawrence Tech on top for the first time today. The kick is no good, but still, Lawrence Tech with their first lead. They're on top, 13-7 after the touchdown from the junior from Hazlitt, Ben Britton. And Lawrence Tech's got to be feeling good. This offense has been moving all day. They've been moving. They've been down to the 11. They've been down to the 5. They've had a couple of missed field goals. They've had the pick 6. They've had a couple turnovers on downs. But they are dominating this game on the offensive side of the ball. Now they're finally finding the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. They made some improvements from the first half over now to now. And early on in the game, they were getting down to, like you said, inside the 5 and unable to score anything off of those drives. And that was something they really wanted to do better of here in the second half, and they were able to do that. Just like that, they have the first lead of the game. They were trailing for most of the part and heading into that second half, at the end of that first half, going into the second, but they're able to get moving here. And now the Blue Devils, they have all the momentum right now.
Yeah, outside of that pick 6, Tyler Kolka's having himself a pretty nice day. 18 of 30, 243 yards, and a touchdown and that pick 6. But other than that, man, he is playing well. Here's our guy. Here's the speedster. Gets tripped up only across the 30 that time, and that is where Madonna will try to take over and try to take the lead now.
Blue Devils getting back on defense, looking to stay on here. They've done really well, forcing a couple of 3-and-outs to start the second half. And like you mentioned earlier, Ryan, the schedule is going to get a little bit tougher from here with 2 straight road games coming up. They'll be going to West Virginia to Bluefield State College. Something I've noticed before here, Bluefield State College, the team they're playing next week, is in their reboot season. They're bringing football back for the first time since 1980.
Wow.
Lawrence Tech they've been in a reboot season for 4 years now. They had football a while back, and they brought it back up, like we mentioned, a few years ago. So it's going to be an interesting game next week on Labor Day weekend.
Handoff goes to Matthias. To his left, he has got no room to run. He is brought down by number 12, Dante Banton.
We've called his name a lot tonight, and for good reason. He's made some very talented plays in the back, not allowing the ball carrier to get any space that time by Matthias, and he hasn't been able to do much besides that big run early in the game, and they've kept him in check. We've seen him more than Jalen Crawford, who started the game.
Banton shaken up a little bit on that play. They're looking at his left arm. He was kind of holding it down on his side. We'll check on that, see if he gets back in there. Here we go again. Great job there, and the fumble is picked up by Lawrence Tech, heading the other way. Great job. Matthias tried to slip through the middle. He had nowhere to go. It was picked up by Kalen Green. And Lawrence Tech really in business now. Great strip there as well.
The hometown kid making the big play. Ball was picked up on the ground. Matthias lost it on the play. Green was able to pick it up and take advantage here. This was the first Crusader turnover for them.
And Mitch Waters, we mentioned him a couple minutes ago. How about him getting his hand in there, getting the strip? Now he gets his team the ball back in the red zone. Kolka, all sorts of time. He's got a man, but great play as well by the defender. That was Ryan Paskowski. He should have had an interception on that one.
We have a flag down too, Ryan. That could have been an interception if he would have held on to it. Just in and out of his hands. Kolka had some time. They thought they were handing it off to Britton. The Crusaders weren't aware of who had the ball, but they were able to see that Kolka had it in time, and the Blue Devils nearly are happy that one wasn't picked, but there's a penalty on the play.
Yeah, and it's going to back up Lawrence Tech. But Kolka got lucky on that one. That one should have been intercepted down there at the goal line, but they'll take the penalty. They will keep the ball.
I think they're at the same spot. I think Madonna declined it because.
Yep, back to the line of scrimmage here for second down, 10 to go. At the 17. Kolka throwing again. It's got time. He's got a man. It's Britton, but he overthrows him down the sideline in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, a little bit too much there by Kolka, as Britton would have had to get there to make the catch, but Kolka's just got to take his time. He just needs to just slow down for a second. He's done well throughout this point, getting his team in the lead, in the driver's seat. Now to this point of taking your time, finding your open man, and making the play. You have to take it one play at a time.
Third down now. Still 10. Low snap. It goes to Britton. He bounces out of trouble. Takes a licking at the 10. But he is going to end up being short of that first down. About 2, maybe 3 yards short of that first down. Great run, though, to pick up 7.
Got away from that tackle by Quinshawn Clincy of the Crusaders. He was trying to get him down near the legs, but unfortunately for the Crusaders, Britton was able to stay on his feet, able to gain a few more yards.
And now they have a decision to make. Blue Devils have missed 3 kicks in this game, 2 field goals and an extra point. It is fourth down at the 10-yard line, 3 to go, and they are going. But not in time. Delay of game.
I think they're.
Did they get the time? Yes, they did. They got the timeout in time. So they will talk it over, decide what they want to do. It'll be 4th and 3 at the 10. Another one of these situations, Alex, where they've marched down the field, this time because of a turnover, but they have it deep in territory, and now they put themselves in a situation where they're facing another 4th down.
Yeah, like you mentioned, they did miss 2 field goals by Swisher, so we're going to see. I don't know. We're going to see if they're trying to give him another chance. This one's about 28, 29 yards away. But you're 3 yards away from the first down, too. That's manageable. 3 yards is reasonable to get.
Well, Madonna's offense hasn't scored yet. They have under 100 yards in this game. I mean, I say you go for it. You absolutely go for it. Take your chances, because if not, it's at the 10-yard line. You got them pinned deep. So I would definitely go. What do you think they're going for? I'm going to say C.J. Thompson. What do you think about that?
We'll see. He's been the key man on the last play. We're going to see if he's out there. I don't think I see Thompson out there on this play.
Well, then, never mind everything I just said.
No.
But they are going for it.
I think that's the right decision here.
3 wide. Kolka fakes the handoff. He's got a man in the back. He just overthrows Matthew Ransom. And so they will, once again, turn it over on downs.
Kolka was in the decision to either hand it off to Sanders or take the play action pass and throw it into the end zone. And he decided to do that. Ransom just couldn't get there in time. And the Crusaders.
Yeah, he had him. Ransom did. He had to step on his man. He was there. The throw just hit the back line, and Ransom couldn't quite get to it. So we are still sitting at 13-7. Your Blue Devils are on top with 5:40 to go in the third quarter of the season opener. So glad you guys could be here with us. Thank you for joining us here on LTSN. We're happy to have it for you. If you couldn't be here, we do have a capacity crowd, 2,415 for the season opener, and they are pretty excited to see Lawrence Tech on top. Madonna now taking over. It's Fromm, hit again. He does have a man, but that ball is batted down. A flag comes in. We're going to have pass interference.
Yeah, Chris Broden was pressuring on that play. As Broden was called, as he was playing man coverage off of Garrett.
They're calling this on Madonna. Probably got a hold down there. A hold down there on Madonna, so that'll back them up. They'll replay this one. Half the distance to the goal, so it'll now be 1st and 15 from the 5. Apologies to Chris Broden, and I don't want to get him on my bad side because he's like the comedian of the team. He impersonates everybody, and I don't need him impersonating me. We got the whole season still to go here. Fromm in trouble, slips out of it, throws it, and he throws it up. Bad decision, nearly picked off down there by my man, Chris Broden. Nearly brought that one in, and that one would have been 6, Alex.
Yeah, he would have held on to it. He would have had an easy run all the way to the end zone. And like you mentioned, he's the guy that calms everyone down with his. He's a funny guy. He's a comedian, like you mentioned. He tries to joke around with the people, tries to get the team, get them back, and just having a good time. And that's what you want to have.
His nickname is Kevin Hart, so he's got to be funny. He's got to be a funny dude. The junior from Southfield A&T, right down the road. So now it is 2nd and 15. Fromm from the back of his end zone fires over the middle, through the hands, and oh man. Let's hope he is all right. Head over heels. Both guys are feeling it here.
That was Garrett.
Let's take another look at it.
There's no flag either.
Devontae Garrett going for that ball. Yeah, head over heels. Oh, man. And he landed right on the top of his head.
Yeah. Hope he's okay. That's have to take a hard fall down on the play, and
he is moving. And obviously he's on his hands and knees, so that's a good sign. Scary play there, though.
It gets dangerous out there, and you're lucky no one is severely hurt. And down on the play that's Andrew Perkins for the Blue Devils as well. And Garrett's going to walk off the field on his own power.
Wow.
And he's been a key player for the Crusaders so far offensively. And
let's take one more look at it here. Scary, scary play. That receiver going over the middle, and he went for it, and he got it. Man, that
head first.
That's tough to watch.
Head first to the ground.
But he is doing all right. He is walking off under his own power, and that is the best thing to see. Devontae has had himself quite a game, though. He has been their #1 target, 3 catches, 54 yards. He had a big 33-yard gain as well. He's kind of helped out Mr. Fromm. So they will try to go without him here.
And Fromm looking for his first completion of the second half. Now 7-19 for the game.
He's in trouble again. He does get it away, and he's got a man all by himself. This ball goes all the way down to the 46-yard line.
It's Clayton Cornell, the freshman out of Fraser, and went to Bishop Foley Catholic in Madison Heights. And first time he's gotten his name called here today. And he was a player that the Crusaders utilized last season in the 3 games to get some reps at the collegiate level, getting some experience. And
in the run after the catch as well, he brought that in at the 20 and took it all the way to the 45. So great job by him. And now, when it looked grim, Looked like we may have a safety down there because Fromm got hit again. No, sir. Madonna back in business at the 45. Slings it out on the screen pass. Nothing doing there. Jalen Crawford couldn't bring it in. And here's the best news. Devontae Garrett's back out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good for the Crusaders to have him back, especially it was kind of a scary moment there. Looked like he was going to get hurt there in the head, falling down on that play, but he's happy he's back out on the field. And Jalen Crawford's back in as well. We haven't seen him since about the first quarter.
Yeah, Matthias been getting most of the time out there, most of the snaps. Devontae Garrett wears number 2. He's the one that's got that yellow T-shirt hanging out under his jersey. At the top of your screen in the trips, we have a man in motion, and we've got a flag.
That's a flag on the play.
If you're just joining us, Madonna had all sorts of trouble in the first quarter. False start after false start. I believe they had 4 of them. 3 when they were down inside the 10. They kept backing themselves up. It bit them again right here.
Yeah, you had a good drive going. You got that big play down to the 45, and then you make a play like that, and moving back 5 yards. It just hurts any momentum you had, and Fromm looking to get the offense back in check. He's now over 100 yards after that last completion, which went for 37 on the play from him to Cornell.
Fromm fakes the handoff. They're coming after him again. This time he is going to keep it himself. He gets hit right by the sideline and knocked out of bounds. After a pickup of a couple, it'll just be 2.
Fromm hasn't had a whole lot of time to work with in the pocket. We haven't seen him really had a chance to take a few seconds rather, to look at the defense and find his open receivers. But Lawrence, the Blue Devils, are able to go after him right as the ball is snapped, not giving him a whole lot of time, maybe about 2 or 3 seconds. And
that time it was the big fellow Rayvon Atkins from Mississippi, the sophomore, near 300-pounder, putting the pressure on. Fromm now facing 3rd and long again. He throws on the run. He has a man, and it is Garrett. And that's another first down. He is feeling just fine right now.
Yeah, he wants to be able to feel fine because he knows his team is down and they need to rely on him. And making a play like that to get another Crusader first down with his 4th catch of the evening.
He switched from cornerback, and I would say that's a pretty good move. He's doing well. The transfer from Graceland University, the Louisiana. It's hard for me to say there, Alex. Louisiana. He's finding a home here in Livonia. Fromm slings it out. Going to be off the hands and out of bounds with 3:04 to go. 13-7 is your score. Your Blue Devils still on top, but Madonna is on the move.
Yeah, Bell there on the intended receiver. We've seen that sometimes able to try to get to the ball, but it's been out of his fingertips a lot. Hasn't been able to get a firm grasp on the ball to get some yardage. And going back to Garrett, he's been a reliable piece of Crusaders. He's been very talented for them last season.
Pressure coming again. Fromm gets it away. It is off the hands once again, and that will bring up 3rd down and 10.
And we've seen that Fromm throwing it right at the fingertips of his wide receivers, and going to be able to hold on to it. Just kind of tipped off the fingers. And
yeah, those guys got to help him out there. They got to help. They got to help him out. He is putting the ball on the money. Yeah, the guys may have to go up and get it a little bit, but they are hitting him in the hands. They got to help out their QB. 3rd and 10 now. Just under 3 minutes to play in the 3rd.
And those would be a difference makers of either no yards or getting a few yards or even more if you're able to catch the football.
They're coming after him again. He gets free, and this time he's on the run. Hurdles a man, is hit in midair. Fumble, and Lawrence Tech takes over. Incredible play. Tommy Lappin picks up the fumble. There is a flag on the play, but wow. Fromm goes up and over, and then he is just creamed. The ball comes out. Ryan Crowley with the hit. Tommy Lappin, the captain, brings it in. And it will be Lawrence Tech's football. That's one, I think, Alex, we're going to see that one all dang year. And down on the field, he's the king. He gets to sit in the chair. His boys are going crazy down there. Let's take a look at it. You can't see the chair. They got like this big Game of Thrones chair down there for him. And I would say he deserves it. Incredible bang-bang play that, yes, we'll be seeing that one all over all season long.
Yeah, making that huge play, able to take that one away from the Crusaders. I think Fromm was doing a little bit too much. He made the smart decision trying to jump over the defender, but then when he lost the football at that time, he was looking to get to the first down marker. Maybe when a few yards short, we would have seen the Crusaders go for it.
So here we go, Kulka with it. Now he's going to keep it himself, picks up a couple. You hear all the time, it looks spectacular, but coaches don't like it when people leave their feet because that can happen, especially when it's your quarterback.
Yeah, you don't want to get a little bit too fancy, and also you don't want to risk yourself getting hurt on the play.
Absolutely. You're leaving yourself wide open.
You want to make the highlight play. You want to be able to make the key play, but
you got to give it to Fromm, though. He's trying to make something happen. But it is now Lawrence Tech with the ball once again, and we have that Wildcat again, and this time it works. We got a bunch of flags in there, but it did work that time.
Yeah, the ball came out at the end, but the officials have called it. The Crusaders are picking it up.
It's our guy, Chris Rock Broden, taking it for the first down if the flags are not against Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, you've seen the Wildcat in the first half, and it really didn't work out that well. They brought it back here this time and had some success.
And it'll be a face mask against Madonna. There is also a hold on Lawrence Tech. So that washes out, and we'll do it again. Yeah, it seems like, we talked about momentum before with that pick six. All the momentum right now is with the Blue Devils.
Yeah, after that fumble just a few moments ago, you are leading the turnover battle and taking away the football. You're in a good position to win. And that's something coaches really focus on, is cutting down the turnovers, cutting down the mistakes. And when you do that, you'll be in a good position to win the game.
Britton with a nice cut. Looked like he was going right. He decides to go right up the middle. He has the first down after a nice gain to the 44. Excuse me, the 34.
And good pickup there by Britton for his 14th rush of the night. He's able to take one through and move the chains for another Blue Devil first down.
Yeah, they've been moving the ball well all game. That continues here with a $1:15 to go. Now they keep it on the ground. It's Britton bouncing around. He just keeps going down to the 27-yard line. Another pickup of 7 yards.
Hey, you will take that every time if you're Coach Mitchell. Taking these short yard gains, about 5, 6, 7 yards every time.
And we could be seeing Broden here again. He has come out. Kulka has come to the sideline.
We've seen Broden as a two-way player tonight. So we don't see really much here, but.
And here he goes. Around to the left. He's got the first down or close to it. Pick up of 3 or 4 yards. Looks like they're going to mark him just short at the 25-yard line.
He was right there, maybe just a little bit short. I thought he got the first down.
So it'll be third down as we take another look at where did he get to. Yeah, great tackle there to keep him from getting that first down by Dalen Cobb. the freshman from Livonia Stevenson. We have got a whistle, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Great quarter for the Blue Devils. Lawrence Tech leads the season opener heading into the fourth quarter, 13-7. What'd you like about that quarter, Alex?
Well, Blue Devils able to take the lead in the third and making the key play off that fumble from Luke Fromm, who lost it there. They're trying to make the spectacular play, jumping over the Blue Devil defender. But right now, just taking focus here right now, here in these final 15 minutes, just hold on to the football, play smart football, and also just try to take some of the clock off as well here.
Yeah, Lawrence Tech only up 6 points, but they are really dominating when you look at the score sheet. Time of possession, 25-21 to 14-48. They have 302 yards to Madonna's 155. The penalties we told you about, 12 of them for 99 yards for Madonna. Only 5 penalties so far for LTU. So they really are dominating in every facet of the game. Outside of maybe the kicking game has struggled a little bit, and they get down there and they're not able to punch it in. If they punched it in even half the time, we'd be looking at a blowout right now.
Well, it's been those kind of plays there as you see by the Blue Devils if they're able to capitalize on the field goals. But
here we go. Broden's in there again, and he's keeping it again. He's got himself a hole this time. First down and much more. He takes it down to the 18-yard line.
I think they called it was James Burnley on the play. He was in there that time. Burnley was a quarterback from Oak Park High School last season. He led his team. Started the season was 0-6 for them last year. Everyone got into the playoffs last year because of COVID. So he was able to lead his team back all the way to the Final Four last season in the state playoffs, and he's been a viable piece over there at Oak Park, another talented program in the Metro Detroit area. And
Kolka again hands it off. He's got Britton. He picks up a couple of yards inside the 15 to the 14. Britton's really picked it up here in the second half.
He's been able to find his game, able to do what he's been used to doing the last few seasons in the blue and white, and able to find his game, able to break through a couple tackles, make a couple moves, and able to get the yards he needs. If you look at his stat line, if you look at his stat line tonight, 15 rushes for 52 yards. Looking like he wanted to get a little bit more, but he's doing as much as he needs here for his team to get to this point right now in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
Kolka throwing, going to the corner. He's got a man, but he is out of bounds. No, he isn't. The foot is down. That is a touchdown. Lawrence Tech, Matthew Ransom finding the end zone for the first time.
And that was very close if he was in bounds, but they're saying he got one in.
It took him a second before they signaled. I thought he was out the back, but they both threw their hands up. Here we go.
See on our ankle here, you see the defense there by Morris of Madonna.
Catch, foot down. That's a close one, but that first left foot was down as he grabbed it. It doesn't matter now. That is a touchdown for Lawrence Tech, their third of the day. And we've got a timeout, Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for two, to go up by two, to go up by.
Let's take one more look at that touchdown from Matthew Ransom. He is having himself a day, and he finally finds the end zone.
Over 100 yards receiving for him tonight, Ryan, on 7 catches. And Kolka had a lot of time in the pocket, as you can see here, and able to throw it in the back of the end zone. Ransom had a good read on it, trying to get in there. And
it's a great throw. It's a great throw, and I'll tell you what, he's got it right there.
Yeah, just on that line.
And the foot is down. Yeah. That's a great call by the officials. That's a touchdown. And great job by Matthew Ransom. 7 grabs, a $123, a touchdown. He also had a 44-yarder, and this one gives his team a little bit of breathing room as they go for the 2-point conversion right here. And there he is in motion. Kolka looking toward him. He's not open. He throws it anyway, and it is broken up right around the goal line there by Cortland Cochran, the man who had the pick 6 earlier in the game. But still, with 13:38 to play in the season opener, Lawrence Tech has opened up a 2-score lead. They are on top 19-7.
And gives them a little bit more breathing room now, being up 2 scores.
Yeah, how about the day, by the way, from Kolka? He's your guy. You know he's your guy. He's played a couple of seasons here now. And in the season opener, he is 19 of 31, 257, a couple of touchdowns. Great ball right there for that touchdown. It did have the 1 pick, but what a great job by your senior leader and captain.
Yeah, it shows how much he has grown and developed since he started out, and able to have that experience and able to be the full-time quarterback all 4 years of his collegiate career, and something very special and something he really recognizes and is passionate about.
Yeah, Coach told us this dude, he goes, you know, in basketball they call it a gym rat. Like here, they call it he doesn't know what to call it, a turf rat or whatever, but he's that. He will be here sun up, sun down. Nobody works harder than this dude. He wants it more than anybody and wants to put this program on the map. He's playing like it today. Here's the kickoff, and it goes to the speedster. It's Chestnut, and look at him. This is what Coach was talking about. There are a couple of flags as he's brought down across the 50-yard line.
He had a nice run by Chestnut. Able to get past midfield, but we're waiting to see the flag. But going back to what you mentioned about Kolka, he's very passionate. He's a guy that will work hard every single day, and he came from a very talented program at Chippewa Valley, head coached by Scott Merchant, who's done a great job over there. Won a state championship with the Big Reds over in Clinton Township in 2018. So he's had a lot of experience over the past 8 years of football, from high school to now. And
well, he's definitely leading his team today. You won't see a much better ball than that, and a great catch, getting the foot down. We have seen some great action so far, and the home team is on top. So Herb Haygood and the boys from Madonna will try to get themselves back in it. They have not been able to do much on offense, just the 7 points. It came on the pick 6, a 0 from the offense so far. They would love to do it right here.
Yeah, besides the completion by Fromm over to Cornell when they're back in their own end zone, it really hasn't done much here in the second half. And now you're in the fourth quarter with time running down. You need to score here on this play, on this drive rather, if you're a Madonna.
Yeah, just 9 of 24 for Fromm, 111 yards. 62 of them have gone to Garrett. He's got 4 grabs. He's spread it around pretty well. 5 other guys there with a catch, but that's it.
And this is still game 1. You'll see these teams improve over the course of the season, and they're just trying to get back into a game situation.
There is Garrett in motion. Fromm looking that way. He gets hit as he throws, and it is picked off. John Williams still on his feet, cutting back across the field. He is brought down at the 27. That defense coming up huge again. Lawrence Tech back in business, and I think my guy is going back to the Game of Thrones. Yes, he is.
They are excited once again, forcing another turnover. The Crusaders by Fromm letting away a fumble. They get him this time on an interception.
Who needs a turnover chain when you got a throne? I mean, come on. I like it. It'll be first down. Lawrence Tech once again looking to put this game on ice.
And he was looking for Jacob Ireland, the intended receiver for Madonna, but we're a little bit too far, and Williams was there to take it away. And that's been the story for Madonna tonight, the mistakes, the turnovers, the penalties.
John Williams from Powder Springs, Georgia. He's another one, making himself at home here in Metro Detroit, in Southfield, Michigan. And he's making himself comfortable over there on the sideline.
Yeah, he's done really well, tremendously, making some big plays.
Here is Britton. Kind of runs into a wall, did pick up a couple. It's going to be a gain of 1 or 2. Man, these guys have really stepped it up here in the second half. The first half was impressive outside of the mistakes. They are not making those here. Domination on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they made adjustments after coming out of the halftime break when they were in the locker room. Coach Mitchell was looking to get his team back into check of what went wrong in the first half.
And that is going to be another first down for the Devils. Jaden Rembert, haven't said his name in a little while. He's getting back in on the action.
Yeah, he's unimpressive in his collegiate debut here for the Blue Devils, making himself known here as a viable wideout and an option for Kolka over the course of the season.
Well, they've had a few guys. Oh. Ball dropped there, and they've been doing it without Kendall Williams tonight. We have not seen him. Guy who was their go-to guy in the spring. All other guys are stepping up and doing a great job. Ransom, Rembert, Jalen Wallace, Cartwright with a grab. Thompson there at tight end. These guys are really getting it done for their quarterback. Outside of that last play there, but that's all right. They line back up. It is second down. Ball is handed off, and Kai is hit hard, but not before a gain of 6.
And good run by Otero. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities tonight, but he's making the most of it. Only his third time he's been handed the football this evening.
Picks up 6, so it makes it a third and manageable. Gotta love the way that defense is played as well. Coach wanted to be aggressive, play violent, said his D-line was special. They are showing it. Here's Kolka looking to the end zone. Has a man just out of the reach. And that brings up fourth down.
Justin Gabriel intended target on that far left side of the field, as you can see. Kolka's work has been good to this point. Everyone working around him, it's making his job easier. And we're going to see another fourth down attempt here as the offense stays out on the field.
Yep, another fourth down attempt from deep in Madonna territory. Kicking game struggling a little bit tonight. Here's Kolka keeping it himself. He's got a man. Guess who? The tight end, CJ, for the first down. Down to the 12-yard line. It looks like he's shaking up a little bit, though, on the hit.
Yeah, he's down, sitting down right now on the field, and he was wide open from the get-go.
Yep, there he is. Coming across. Let's see if he got injured. It was a cramp. Looks like his ankle turned right there a little bit. His left ankle may have turned on that, but he's already up, and he's already running off. He is all right. Good to see. 10:54 to go. The Blue Devils lead it 19-7 here in this season opener. The trophy is on the line. These two schools just 13 miles apart. Natural rivals. You know, they're actually going to have a marathon, half marathon in the future before this game. Since they are almost exactly 13.1 miles apart, that's going to set up the season opener every single year. They got some real cool stuff set in store here for the rest of, well, for a long time in this rivalry.
Yeah, this is going to be something special for years to come, Ryan, and looking forward to it. And
Britton cutting around, can't escape that time. He is grabbed right there by Mike Guerra. He is from St. Clair Shores Lake Shore, the freshman. Nice tackle to bring down Britton.
Yeah. Going back to the rivalry game itself, and outside of the game, we mentioned the marathon, going from the visiting school to the home team's field in the near future, and it's going to be something special and more than just a game, and it's going to bring these two schools together, and going to be something to look forward to every single year at the end of August.
We got Broaden out there again. This time the snap's low, but he gathers it. He's in trouble, though. Nowhere to go. Brought down with a big loss of 5 yards at the 20.
It's knocked down in the back that time. Crusaders have done a better job reading that.
Yep, the snap just gets away from him a little low. Probably still should have had it. He stumbled, and then he was in trouble. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Blue Devils need to get down to the 3.
Getting down to the final 10 minutes of this ball game, Ryan, and Blue Devils, their mindset is closing this one out, not allowing Madonna to get another chance here.
Got another man down on the field, this time from Madonna. I can't quite tell who the player is. They're tending to him right now.
Madonna has started off the game with the lead and then been trying to build off of that ever since the Blue Devils have taken over.
And he is up, and he is good. You know, Lawrence Tech looking for its first win in conference history in the Mid-States Football Association in the Mid-East. They got a great chance to do it with 10 minutes to go. They have a 12-point lead. Excuse me, Midwest. They got a 12-point lead here with 10 to go. They're in striking distance again. That would be awesome. First home game in 2 years to be able to do it tonight.
The first night game in school history as well. Just to add on to that, feel good to get their first conference win under their belt.
Britton is in motion. Kolka's going to him. On the screen, he gathers it. No, he does not. Ball hit the turf, and it will be 4th down.
Kolka's pass was intended for Britton, incomplete.
Was thinking a little bit too early. He was trying to go, but realized he had to have the football first, and he couldn't that time.
Yep, just bounced right in front of him. Good call by the official, and it looks like we may be kicking the ball.
This one's going to be a little bit longer for Swisher than his first 2 tries.
Missed his first 2 field goals. This one from 37. Got to go quick. They get it away. The kick is up. And this time it is wide to the left. So Madonna catching a break once again. Couple of penalties, move the ball backwards when they're down in the red zone. The field goal is no good. Madonna down just 12. There is 9:38 to play. They are far from out of this, but the offense needs to come alive right now.
They need to, Ryan, and if they don't, it's going to be a little bit too late for them to come back. Luke Fromm has done his part of looking to keeping his offense and his offensive line intact, and it's up for the other guys to step up and help him out. You know, they had the lead for a brief moment at the end of the first half. They were feeling excited, had a lot of momentum on their side when that pick 6 happened, and they're looking to regain that.
It's been a completely different game since then. Trouble with the snap, but he gets it off. He gets it handed off, and it's Jalen Crawford. Takes a lick, but he picked up a nice gain on that.
I think we have a new quarterback now. I think it's Max Morris in replacement of Fromm for Madonna.
Yep. He is freshman from Ohio, Riverdale High School. Looking for maybe a little spark here. The freshman Max Morris. Now in the shot. His first throw. No, he's hit. He fumbles, and we'll see who comes up with it at the bottom of the pile. Big Rayvon Atkins was right there. And Big Rayvon is going to find himself a seat in the chair. Rayvon comes up with the fumble. And don't break it, big fella. Now take it easy. Oh, yeah. He found himself a home.
The third straight possession for the Crusaders have ended in a turnover, and the Blue Devils are just firing on all cylinders defensively. 2 fumbles and an interception.
The sophomore from Mississippi coming up big. When 295 pounds jumps in there, I think he's going to win that battle. He did. Lawrence Tech now looking to put it away again from their own 25, but the snap gets away. And that is a major loss. All the way back to the 43.
Yeah, almost
18 yards.
Yeah, almost 20 yards. And that's a break for Madonna. This is going to be almost 2nd and 30.
And Kaya Terrell chased it down and landed on it. The clock's still ticking. But this is going to be 2nd and 28. Kolka gets hit, gets it away. He had a man out there, but just a little bit too far. 3rd and long now.
Yeah, Rumber couldn't get to that one in time. A little bit out for him to reach. Kolka sitting at 257. He really wants to get to 300 yards.
Absolutely. That would be a great mark for his career for his senior year, to start out with a 300-yard game and the first win, conference win in team history. That's what he's looking to do. He's one of those first 45 dudes, and he's throwing again, this time using his feet to get away. There is a flag. The pass is completed out there to Britton, but let's see if it's coming back.
It's going to be 4th and very long if this is on the Blue Devils, because it's back at the line. Yeah, Britton's been used as a wideout in some plays as well, and it's going to be a holding call on Lawrence Tech.
Penalty declined because it is 4th down and minimal gain on the play. So it'll be 4th and forever.
Yeah.
Blue Devils trying to make a decision here on what they want to do. Looks like the offense is coming off, and they will kick it away.
Yeah, the Crusaders realize that 3rd and 40 really doesn't matter for them. They need the ball back, and it's up to the Blue Devils now to make another stand defensively. Will they create another turnover?
The kick does get away. Not a bad one. Let's see what kind of bounce it takes. It is coming back, and it is scooped up right there at the 20-yard line. So it will be 80 yards to try to get back in it for Madonna, down 19-7 with just under 7:30 to go.
And they've been changing things up, trying something new to get the offense going, and Coach Herb Haygood is telling his guys, we've worked really hard here tonight, and we want to finish strong. We want to be able to get back into this game and finish out. And looks like Morris is back out on the field. He will remain as the QB.
Yeah, they have made a decision to switch over. Despite the fumble on his first pass attempt, it is Max Morris from Ohio, Riverdale High School, the freshman, trying to lead his team back. And he is pressured and hit again. This ball sails out of bounds. Helmet came off there.
And Fromm finishing tonight with 111 yards. Did have that fumble that he lost.
And Max Morris put up some decent numbers his last time out, 11 of 16. Not a ton of yards, 47, but he did have a touchdown. He's got a long way to go here, though. 80 yards, down 12. And they are coming at him again, and they got him. Nick Ryan, the senior from Waterford Mott, with the sack.
Yeah, Ryan looking to provide strength with his good size and ability to get to the ball carrier. And he got to Morris that time, and
he just rips right through that line. Running back has nowhere to go. Ryan just keeps on going, wraps him up, brings him down. 6'5", 255 engineering major from Waterford Mott. Senior, he's one of those guys. Going to be the first class here of the football team at Lawrence Tech. And we've got a stoppage in play. Timeout for Madonna.
Yeah, they're going to be facing a 3rd and long at their own 15-yard line. They're going to be making some history next weekend. They'll have their first home game in program history, their home field at Livonia Churchill High School. They will be welcoming in Trinity International University for their first ever home game.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome for them. Going to be great. Dante Banton with a sack. We just had Ryan there with a sack as well. This defense has really been getting after it all game, and you kind of feel bad for Max. I know he's getting some time, but, man, you need to make something happen, and these guys just keep coming at you.
Yeah, the defense
thrown into the fire here.
Yeah, defense is not allowing Max Morris to give any time to develop and set himself to make a decision. It's just once the ball is snapped, you're getting off to the quarterback as soon as you can, and that's been the message Coach Mitchell has been trying to get to his guys, and they've been doing well.
He gets it away quickly this time. Pass almost brought in, but some nice defense down there by Mackenzie Alibra, the sophomore from Walled Lake Western there on defense.
Ricks, the intended receiver for Madonna, couldn't reach out to make that play.
Might have gotten away with a little grab there, but was not called. So that brings up 4th down and 15, and it will be Madonna giving her a boot. Lawrence Tech will get it back.
6:37 to go. Francis back out to punt.
Kick is away. Takes a hop, and oh, he's going to take it. Oh boy, he's going to go. Look at this. Look at this. Touchdown and a flip into the end zone. Lawrence Tech. Marquise Thorns going 60 yards to the crib. And a little flip into the house to cap this one.
Yeah, just a special kind of play there by Thorns. Thought he was going to be trapped there for a second. Used a stiff arm, got a couple of key blocks. Able to go down that side and able to take it to the house for 6.
Yeah, it looked like he was just going to let it bounce, but it bounced right into his arms. He said, what the heck, I'll take it. Look at the stiff arm right there at the 45. He's going to pick up a real nice block right there and then he's out of here. He just turned on the speed, and that was that. The kick is up, and it is through.
Blue Devils just pulling away here late in this one, and the sideline is up, excited. They love sitting over in that Game of Thrones chair. Every time a big play happens, they're always running over there, jumping around it, and just all smiles. And it's just been all Blue Devils here in the second half, Ryan. And
you know, as it should be too. You know, your home game. It's a whiteout, first night game ever. You got 2,400 people packing into this place. They've been waiting 2 years as well. And you came in, you said you were going to dominate on O, you said you were going to dominate on D, and you're doing exactly that. And you're only 6 minutes and 15 seconds away from your first conference win in history. Man, they got to be feeling good.
you also got to mention that we got some recruiters some future coming back here. Got some recruiters here tonight.
Yeah.
Coming out here to watch.
From all over, by the way, too.
Yeah.
They got them from Utah. A couple of kids from Las Vegas are in town. This is big time for recruiting. You come in here and you show them what this is all about. Here's the speedster with it. Chestnut gets it to almost the 45-yard line. Great return by him. But no, great call by you. There's a ton of recruits here today. This is your rival. You get to show them, hey, you see these stands? They're full. You see our rival? We're taking it to them. We're having a good time. You want to come play football right here. They're really showing out for those kids.
Yeah, they really wanted to tell them that this is a great place, an opportunity to grow and develop and able to play in front of a huge crowd here tonight like you see here. Because the NAI and the Mid-States Football Association football here is special. There's a lot of good competition here from all around the state here, from Michigan to Ohio, from Michigan to Indiana to Illinois, everywhere in the Midwest. There's a lot of talented football here, and guys, we're very excited about it as well.
Max over the middle. Garrett can't quite bring it in. And I tell you, we said the recruits are from out west, a lot of them. There's a lot of Florida kids. We got a kid from Louisiana just diving out here for the ball. You know, it's spreading all over. They are finding talent everywhere, and they're making a home here in Michigan.
Yeah, they want to be able to find what's best for them, and coming out to Lawrence Tech and in an area just outside of Metro Detroit.
They're coming after Morris again, and they got him again. Big number 9-4, bringing them down. Second sack in as many drives.
It's been all Blue Devils defensively, getting to Morris and not allowing him to get any time. And like you mentioned, football in the Metro Detroit area is special. And come out here in Southfield, you're just a few miles north of Detroit, in the downtown area. There's a lot. You got a lot to do here. And people come out here from all over the U.S. to come out here to Lawrence Tech.
Big Devin Isaac with that hit. They are not hitting this time, though. Great job by Jalen Crawford coming out of the backfield, getting the catch over the middle, picking up the first down and a whole lot more. Madonna now across midfield to the 43.
Now under 5 minutes to go.
Max Morris with the completion there. He is still in at QB. Got 3 up top for him. He's looking over the middle. This one out of Crawford's reach. And it'll be second down. And as you mentioned, we got a flag in the backfield. A little scuffling going on over there.
And it's not over until it's over. And the Blue Devils have gotten away with it, but the Crusaders still trying to play strong and
take a look at that last play. Just out of Crawford's reach. Penalty going to be on Lawrence Tech. Doing a little shoving, getting tangled up. Little talking out there.
I think it was Luke Crocker and Madonna getting into some contact there with the Blue Devils. But the Crusaders would get 15 yards. At the Blue Devil 28.
Want to bring up, in the last 5 minutes or so, the air has completely changed. We picked up quite a wind here.
Yeah, it started out being a hot day. 90 degrees here today. It's been hot over the last week here in Metro Detroit, especially in Southfield. And
Morris's pass over the middle, incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now from the 28. They are trying to punch it in at least once here before the end of the game. 4:36 to go. LTU on top, 26-7. The 6'3" freshman trying to get his team there. Crusaders offense has not found the end zone yet today. Screen pass goes out to their playmaker in space. He makes it happen. That's Chestnut. Almost down to the 20-yard line. He has not been a factor on offense today, though.
he hasn't here tonight. We're a little bit surprised by it, but able to get his first catch outside of those kick returns he's had over the course of the game.
He's one of those Florida kids from Sarasota, home of the Macho Man, as well as Nouvelle Chestnut. And we got Lawrence Tech with a timeout. Coach didn't like what he saw, so we got a break in the action here.
He just want to make sure his team is on the right page and getting ready to close this one out and get ready for similar situations.
As we talked about earlier in the show, man, this conference is something special. The Mid-States, 5 teams are ranked. 1 team receiving votes, 2 teams who are on Lawrence Tech's schedule, currently ranked in the preseason top 10. That is Concordia, 6th, Marion, 9th. It is quite an impressive conference here. And it's going to be tough. What these guys have shown, they definitely have the ability. And that defense, man, they have shown, at least today, man, they can get after that QB, and you're in trouble. You're not getting any yards because they got the pressure.
Yeah, they really have the pressure. That's been their IQ. That's been what they've wanted to do over the course of the game, and they've done it very successfully, not allowing Madonna to get a groove on offense and make a decision. They have to just kind of rush things.
Morris rolling, and he has nothing. Looking for his tight end. He was stopped dead in his tracks.
Kellen Burke out of Rochester Hills. Went to Rochester High School, looking to continue on his collegiate career. And
Darian Murray there on the defense. Another Belleville kid. So Morris here on 4th down. Pressure coming. Throws it over the middle. The ball is tipped, and it is picked off. That is Chris Rock. Yes, sir. Chris Broden with the interception. And that, I believe, will just about do it. Here, let's check it out one more time. The ball is tipped again. And there he is, right at the 5. He doesn't need to impersonate anybody today. He's doing it himself. Big Chris from Southfield A&T finds himself a seat in the turnover throne.
He has been a bright spot for the Blue Devils here tonight, and he is a man that we will be looking out for him over the course of the season, making play after play after play.
Well, and they've shown he does a little bit of everything. Some Wildcat in there today. Yeah, he's all over the field, and they're taking more shots here. Kolka firing away on 1st down. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, Kolka has had a good night here this evening, and we mentioned that a lot over the course of the broadcast. And starting off his senior season strong, and he's going to go take a seat here for the rest of the evening, I think, with time running down, 3.5 minutes to go. Going to hand it off to Brady Apple to close this one out.
The redshirt sophomore from Lapeer High School had a great career there. Hands it off this time. And Kai Otero tried to spin out of the tackle, but he's brought down at the 40.
It was a good tackle by Mitch Wynn. It's another inside linebacker for Madonna that is looking to do some great things for them this season. You know, in year 2, you're getting a little bit more experience as you go. I know the first season was kind of different with COVID and having a shortened season. Now playing their first full season this year, it's going to be something a little bit different. Hopefully, with having the experience moving forward.
Apple firing away. He's got his man close to the first down.
Just short by about a couple yards. And Madonna came out with a lot of intensity. Both sides didn't really get anything going, and then Madonna took the momentum first.
And Nino Braza there, right to the line to get. They are going on 4th. It's Apple with it. He should keep it. He does. And he doesn't slide. Probably should have taken the slide, but that's okay. Brady Apple picking up the first down. Great awareness there to take off. He's across the 40, and the clock is moving. Lawrence Tech on their way to their first conference victory in history.
And it's going to be a huge accomplishment for Coach Avant Mitchell, getting his first win as a head coach and his first conference win as well in the Mid-States Football Association. And it's going to be great for him. And starting off with this rivalry game here tonight.
Brady slinging it out, incomplete. Yeah, and you got to feel great for Coach Mitchell. As we said at the top of the show, he was kind of thrown into this thing, first-time head coach. Hey, you're happy, you're happy. The world shuts down 3 weeks later. He has to go through everything, can't even see his team. They're trying to have meetings, and they can't see each other in the fall. Supposed to play in the spring. They only ended up playing 2 games because of COVID and because of weather issues. And here he is finally, a year and a half after getting hired, finally gets a real season here, and he's going to pick up a huge win over a rival on week 1.
Yeah, that's always good. It's always good to just get your first win, but to get it against your rival in Madonna tonight is even more special. And the fans here behind you, and over 2,400 fans. Talk about the recruiters coming in here tonight from all around the U.S. High schoolers just coming around here to this beautiful stadium here at Blue Devil Stadium in Southfield.
Brady Apple letting the clock tick a little bit as we are inside a minute. And he will throw. No, he won't. Keeping it again. He showed he could do this at Lapeer, playing for Mike Smith. Another nice pickup down to the 26-yard line. 35 seconds to go, and I believe that will just about do it. They are coming off the field. They are going to let the clock run out. Lawrence Tech picks up its first win in the Mid-States Conference, 26-7 over their rivals. Madonna. The I-96 County Line Classic goes to Lawrence Tech. Fire up, Blue Devils, you did it.
Overall, great game here tonight, Ryan. It was tied at halftime. It was really good throughout, and the Blue Devils able to pull away late, making some key turnovers. At that punt return for a touchdown to close this one out, and it was a great game tonight, great atmosphere.
You know, you're going to hear this a lot throughout the year. R837 It's from Romans 8:37. Coach likes to say to his guys, it says, "We are more than conquerors." And they were tonight. Knocking off Madonna 26-7. Tyler Kolka led the way, 19 of 31, 257, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but it was really that defense. They were absolutely incredible, holding Madonna to 155 yards, kept them out of the end zone, the only touchdown coming on a 69-yard pick six from Colchran. And that is it. Lawrence Tech going over to the band and the students that are still here. First time we've gotten to see them celebrate on their home field in quite a while, Alex.
Yeah, I'm going to have the fans back, the student section back, the band back, everyone back here tonight. And it's just an overall great game, great atmosphere. And the Blue Devils going over to the fans that they missed last season. Glad to have them back. Able to be with them all season long. They're looking forward to a great season and getting back here every Saturday afternoon or evening here at Blue Devil Stadium.
Penalties a big factor, as we mentioned throughout this entire game. 12 for 99, only 5 for Lawrence Tech. You know coach has got to be happy about that after 17 in the 2 games last season. Played a pretty clean game, played a fun game. They played with that attention to detail that he talked about. And guess what? The theme of the week, they did it.
Yeah.
They beat Madonna.
Yeah, they did beat Madonna, and they were able to be attention to detail. They did everything throughout to be successful here. They got a little bit off slow here at the start, maybe trying to get a little bit out of here. They're kind of a little bit nervous after not playing in a few months, but able to get back out in the field, able to finish out the second half strong, and come away here with a victory here on opening night.
Let's go through a couple of the numbers. We told you about Kolka. His main receiver was Matthew Ransom, 7 grabs, 123 yards, had a 44-yarder in there, and then got that toe drag swag in the back of the end zone for that touchdown that really put it out of reach. Jaden Rembert, 5 grabs, 58 yards. C.J. Thompson, that tight end, was that security blanket that Kolka had when he needed it. 4 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown there with a $118. After giving up the pick six, they march all the way back down the field, and it was C.J. that found the end zone, that turned the momentum, got it back for Lawrence Tech, and then in the second half, it was just pure dominance.
Yeah, recipe for success, and they were able to accomplish that here tonight for the Blue Devils, and getting the win here tonight, feeling really pretty good about themselves as they hit the road for the next 2 games, going to Bluefield State College in West Virginia next Saturday, and then the week after to Kentucky Christian University.
John Williams with 4 tackles, had that pick as well. Dante Banton, 2 tackles for loss. All around, great performance. Banton with that sack. Couple of fumbles out there as well. Tommy Lappin with that recovery. Just a great all-around game by these guys. A great start to the season. You can't think of a better start than to do it in that way.
Absolutely, Ryan.
So next week, as you said, they hit the road 2 in a row, and they got some long ways to go. We're going to West Virginia for Bluefield State, then Kentucky Christian as well. But before we get out of Southfield, we got to head down to the field to get this post-game reaction. Elizabeth, couple happy Blue Devils
guys,
down
I'm here with Ben Britton. What a big game. How are you feeling right now?
Truly blessed. It was a good team win. We won on all sides of the ball, especially on special teams. That's what we practice a lot, so it was good to see that work out for us in our favor.
So how important was it to start the season off strong?
It was very important. Our motto has been beat Madonna since, honestly, a year and a half ago. And when that game got canceled, it was a lot for us. So like being able to play them and actually beat them like we know we needed to, it's amazing, especially under the lights too.
And how are you going to carry this going into next week?
Keep on winning and moving as a team. Just improve off this win. It's a family win.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Back to you.
I like what he said right there. Family, family, family. The coach preached that to us. He said this may sound kind of hokey or whatever, but this is a program that will be built on love. We don't care if that sounds hokey. It will be built on love, and that's what we're all about. And you can see it right now as the fellas are loving themselves down there, loving sitting on their chair. They're having a great time, their first conference win of all time. Alex, your final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts here, Ryan. Lawrence Tech coming out here victorious, coming out here on their first night game, first time having fans back in the building, first home game in over 2 years, playing for each other here tonight. An all-around great effort for the Blue Devils to start off the 2021 season. We're looking forward to seeing them have more success here and moving on, as we'll be following them over the course of the season.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Coach Avant. Congratulations to Lawrence Tech. Congratulations to all the Blue Devils. They got it done as they said they would. The trophy game, the first one ever, I-69 County Line Classic. They get to keep it right here in Southfield. Thank you, everyone who has joined us here today on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Thank you so much. We will be here all season. Can't wait to see you next time. For Ryan Slocum, for Alex Johnson, for Elizabeth Kuhn, thank you so much. We will see you in 3 weeks right here in Southfield. Have a great night, everybody.